Alright. And we're live. And the live has begun. Good to see. Everything's running smoothly so far. Good to see, good to see. Switch that to live chat because apparently automatically doing that is not a thing yet. Okay. Whilst I'm here. Oops, that's good. How do I property? No. How the fuck did I do it before? Not that button. Is it this button? Anyway, doesn't matter. Ladies and gentlemen, we're here for Honkai Impact. The illustrious game of Honkai Impact. New chapter release, new act release, new character in the shop or in the expansion supply. Open world or whatever. Aponia, I believe, has entered the expansion supply. Nope, not yet. When does she enter? Hello? 9 hours. Aponia joins us in 9 hours, currently still Palatinus Equinox. Which is cool, which is fine. Still got Eden for 7 more days. I could get more Edens, even though I'm already maxed. Handel is still here, as well as the weapon. It's all looking pretty good. And I don't think I'm planning to roll on anything right now. I don't think there's any plan. Hello, Cares. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a great day. Welcome to the stream. I don't think there's a single thing I'm planning to get now for a fair while. I don't think I'd need anything here unless it's fire. So we're looking out for Durandals. But yeah, welcome to the stream, Cares. Hope you're having a great evening. Thanks for joining us. We're gonna get into the game in just a moment here. Let me just finish having a bit of chill time. Because I'm going to do a lot of reading. I expect this second act to be a lot more word heavy. The second act, chapter 32. I expect to be a lot more talking. It's going to be a lot of explaining of what the fuck's going on. And it's going to be a new zone, I believe. I haven't really paid attention to what it is or what's happening. I'm going to buy some stuff here really quickly from the shop. Thank you. I'm going to indiscreetly buy some things here. And if we have some time, I may or may not do some... What day is it today? It's Thursday. Right, it's Friday. The Abyss hasn't opened. More talking, shit ton of reading. Yep. I'm just thinking, I'm assuming it's going to be a lot more than the previous chapter. Or sorry, the previous act. I think last week's act will be a lot less reading compared to this week. I feel like this week's going to have a lot more explaining and a lot more... Well, just a lot more in general, really. That's all I'm gonna hit her with. A lot more general stuff. But we are in the game. Let's switch over to the game really quickly. Here we are in the Atra Sanctuary. Before we get to the quest, I think there's a lot of upgrading that can be done. I think. No, what did I say? Yes, but thank you also for joining us, David. Welcome to the stream, man. Skill upgradable workshop. The Workshop 7. We're here for a big one, aren't we? This is going to be a lot of reading. A long day of reading. And, I don't know if my throat's up for it. Look around for more interesting memories. How far are we down this? We can upgrade this. I guess we should. Increase damage. I think also something unlocked. There's a challenge here because you can actually look at the challenges before you have to do them. Something unlocked. Oh, what's it? Basic attacks restore 3.2 ultimate. Okay, thanks. If we actually quickly get out of this. Clear Feather of Truth, weight 6 in the Steel of Reliving, Calamity, Dream of Defilement. A lot of words that mean absolutely nothing, but I think another challenge thing has opened up for us to do. Which will be kind of cool. And then as for our progress towards the Mobius Stigma, we are at 2,150 Solium, which is about halfway. We're about halfway to the the stigma, which is pretty good. All these other resources look pretty nice. Weirdly enough, there's no legacy. There's only willpower. I was expecting a few legacies to be in here. That's a bit disappointing. Would have been nice to get a few extra legacies. Cringe game. Absolutely cringe game. Let us press this button here. Do that there. And then I will do this, that. Have a look at my phone for just 2 more seconds before I do this game. Okay. I may or may not be playing another gacha game right now. Epic game moment. That's cool there. And then we just close this game because we're about to play some Honkai Impact. Nice. Tuck that over here. I don't even know if I put it on silent, but that's fine. If we get a massive buzz, then that's fine. We're gonna start the story as soon as possible. I know dilly-dallying, we're also getting level up a lot, right? Because this stuff, capacity power increases terminal. Wake up to reality. They chose to name the quest Wake Up to Reality. Come on, dude. What? You're just gonna steal that line from one of the greatest villains in anime history? Wait, no, you can't use those 4 words ever again. Like, after it was coined by Madara, can't use those words. That's just not allowed. Wake up to reality. Nah. No. I'm not standing for this. You can't do that. I'm actually on public holiday for the national general election tomorrow. And there's my phone immediately making a noise. It's great that you got a public holiday. That's actually a good thing. Be able to relax a bit, play a few games, have a bit of fun. If that's what you want to do. Should have it called Wake Me Up Inside. Yeah, something different. Wake Me Up Inside. They can copyright Evanescence or whatever that band is. But you cannot steal the infamous line, Wake Up to Reality by Madara Uchiha. Oh god, I'm already disappointed in the chapter, but whatever. Let us continue. Special story. It literally has us go down to the bottom. Oh, fair enough. Yeah, okay, so we are literally going to the next zone straight away. Okay, go to story. Let's go. Okay, I was expecting to go across the bridge. No bridges. No bridge. We don't feel like a nice bridge. Hello? Game? Just sit back and rate the boobs? Fair enough. I can't remember. That's Fu, right? I'll explain to you the rules. Answer me this before I do so. Do you believe in God? And how do you understand God? A strange, disparate... Hopefully that's not too loud. Will that knows and controls all, and yet no one has ever seen God with their own eyes. Today we will find an answer.
早く起きてください、キアナ。私はどこにいるの?
Control Kiana to wake up. Sorry? This isn't hard, at least for now. Is that Bronya's voice? Why would you come to Shixel HQ? The girl was obviously confused, not obliviously. Everything before her seemed out of place, as though she was not thinking straight. Even with her partner explaining things to her, she still did not immediately know where she was. The strange space known as the Sea of Quanta was not a concept that could be easily understood or explained. Is this a different model? No. I just don't think I've seen Kiana in this outfit in a very long time, so I'm like, I can't remember. Played through chapter Act 2 just now, loved it. Oh, okay, cool. Welcome to the stream, Fake. I should have arrived at Shixel's training grounds, then I fell asleep and started lucid dreaming. It had been a long time since she had dreamed. That sounds a bit depressing. After truly mastering her Hersha power, her sleep had become deep and restful, as she no longer dreamed as she once had. That sounds like a very nice byproduct of becoming a Herrscher. You just have a nice deep sleep, a nice deep slumber, dude. What more could you ask for? It's been long since I last experienced such inconvenience. But she was mistaken, confusing it with dreams brought on by the Herrscher core. Can't read anymore. Control Kiana to look around. Why does it say control Kiana to look around? Are we playing as Bronyo or something? Are we... Oh, I don't know. I don't know why it says control. Since I can't seem to wake up, I might as well look around. Maybe I'll stumble across some memories of interest. No, it's the new one. It's the same model. Oh, they've got that sprint function. Oh, Hacksaw Bunny. Come on, Hacksaw Bunny. She barely stretched out her hand and the form she had seen dissipated like a bubble. It's that unstable. Why is Bronya so lively in my dream? It's strange. Or if it only appears like at the end of chapter 25. But we get to see this model a lot. Control Kiana to look around. Senti? Oh yeah, Herrscher of Sentience. We walk different paths after all. Do we not fight anything here? No fighting? Ah, it's her before she became Herrscher of Sentience. It's like, well, it is Herrscher of Sentience, but like, I still can't use it easily. She could sense something was off. Where is Bronya? Give Kiana a suggestion. What if this isn't a dream? Yeah, fair explanation to how we got here. No, that's fair enough. Just a bit of a time skip. Why not? I love a random time skip in this game. Now we fight enemies, okay. This isn't a dream, but why would I be in the Sea of Quanta? Well... Oh? Herrscher abilities can't be used here. Wait, this is a tutorial? Why is there a tutorial about this? What the hell? Why is there a tutorial about Kiana? God damn it, dude, what the fuck? I don't need to learn how to use a character. Who's starting the game in chapter 32? No one's starting the chapter or the game at chapter 32. God damn it, game. Honestly, so far, very mixed feelings. I don't feel like this explains much. Hopefully it explains it in a second as to what the fuck's happening. Oh, not Tutankhamun. Oh. Herrscher abilities can't be used. Here immediately makes a black hole. Actually true. Yeah, Herrscher abilities can't be used. Makes a black hole. Very good observation there. What? Oh, Bronya is finally here? Okay, why is the world slanted? Are you alright, Kiana? Yeah, all thanks to you, but what's going on? The monster, it's like... They are quantum shadows, and this is without a doubt the Sea of Quanta. Sea of Quanta? So what I just saw... Images scattered between bubble universes. Oh! Okay. In case someone forgot to spam her hold attack, in normal play, her hold attack have a limitation and can't be spammed. In the story, you can spam it. True and real, that's a good observation as well. So seeing Hacksaw Bunny there was just us like seeing a different bubble universe, or an after image of another bubble universe. And same thing with the Senti thing, is that we saw like an after image of a bubble universe, essentially.
でも漁師の海に入るの
Entering the Sea of Quanta isn't as simple as falling asleep, right?
簡単なことじゃないよね。
Okay.
ここに来る
And
前
before I woke up, I remember I should have arrived at Shixel training grounds. Yeah, Durandal just came over and I said hello to her. Perhaps it has to do with how much you've adapted. Even I arrived here fully awake and then spatial fluctuation happened without warning. So we can't completely rule out the possibility that all this is one big illusion. You mean like when you met the Hirsch of Sentience at Mount Taishuan? But other than the admittedly absurd scenario, there can only be one other possibility. Some sort of power beyond physical space has trapped and sealed us in the Sea of Quanta. Some sort of physical space. If that's the case, I'd prefer it to be an illusion. Give Bronya a suggestion, give Kiana a suggestion. I'm not sure how I feel about these options here. Give Kiana a suggestion. Why prefer? If this force can transport multiple people, it's been used on more than just us. While this feels a little different from than when I entered the Eye of the Deep, I can't find any crack in the illusion. Even if it's just an illusion, whoever put it together must have known the Sea of Quanta very well. I think his name may start with K. I think his name may start with a K and end with an Evan. Just then what do you mean by a little different? In here we have a unique circumstance that theoretically should be impossible. How to put it? I just noticed that Bronya's not in her Hersha reason, so Hersha powers are sealed. Crazy. Give Bronya the answer. The space belonging to the Sea of Quanta could be said to be subjugated. It's not clear how, but a certain bubble universe seems to have broken through the limit and made this sea its satellite or subsidiary unit. Is that even possible? It shouldn't be, unless it's Kevin. All our conjecture will be for naught if we don't get out of here. Yes. The only man on Earth, or on the moon, or anywhere really that could do this is in fact Kevin. Well, we've gone red, so what do we do next, Bronya? So it's just we're controlling Kiana and Bronya to get out of the Sea of Quanta. Because Kevin has done an expertly job at trapping us here, even though he's a cringe lord with no friends, lol. Why in that direction? Before they noticed that was the direction the quantum soldiers were heading. These new quantum enemies that they've kind of created for this chapter are really nice looking, I'll be honest with you. They're a good change.
怪しいと思います。けど、ブローニャもリツ社の力を使えないの？漁師の海にいる時の副作用とかじゃないよね。はい。それはもう一つの説明がつかないことです。
Are you gonna attack me?
おそらく相手の目的は、いいえ、証拠も不十分ですし、判断するのは時期尚早です。ブローニャが心配している方向へと向かってないことを願っています。
I'm assuming Bronya and Kiana didn't talk about anything too serious there. It was just about getting out of the Sea of Quanta, because honestly to God, if it's not in English, I ain't reading mid-combat. I ain't reading mid-combat, dude. None of that's happening. Oh my god, it's Kevin! Oh no, it's a crack in the space-time continuum. There's our way out. They're attacking space. They're attacking... Is that a typo? Like a space rift? A space crack? They're just attacking space. This type of conquest comes at a considerable cost. The quantum shadows aren't the ones doing the subjugating, but the result of it. Incorporating even a small part of the Sea of Quanta into a bubble universe has brought along an endless stream of enemies. Which is to say, that's a connection point similar to the Eye of the Deep. But at this scale, if it breaks through, if I'm unable to use my powers, we'll need someone else to assist. If that's true, we probably shouldn't go forward, right? I'm not the best with theories, but there's no telling if the person on the other side of the bubble universe is friendly. I am going to turn the game down very slightly. True, but give Bronya a suggestion. I don't like how we're giving her the suggestion. Just have her do the suggestion. Have the story flow. Don't give me the option, because I'm not the one giving her the suggestion. Who's giving her the suggestion? Like, that's such a bad thing to add, is that choice there. It doesn't mean anything. What's wrong, Bronya? We should split up. The potential risk of the bubble universe are less than staying here in the Sea of Quanta and fighting the quantum shadows. If we stick around here, we can only wait to be saved and forget about learning why my Herrscher powers are limited. I'll use Project Bunny to lure away the quantum shadows. Kiana should be able to follow up from there. In the meantime, do you want me to break the spatial barrier? You can brute force it and then find a new way, or some help. I know why you're worried, Kiana, but with Project Bunny, I can buy you more than enough time. After all, you still have the power of the Herrscher of the Void. Even if it's limited, something is better than nothing, right? If we swap roles, things will be a lot less, that less efficient, rather. I'm not questioning it. You're just trying some new tactics. Laying down some suppressive cover fire while using precision guidance to ensure your part isn't hit. That's the Herrscher of Reason's tactic, isn't it? Not necessarily, but the Herrscher of Reason's power is still present at a certain level, even if it can't be fully expressed. Tactically or even strategically. You could say that too, but it's more like a 3D printing or precision instruments to save money. I can't understand technical things. But that'll be risky without having practice first. It's not an issue because you're Kiana. She suddenly stopped, realizing what she said was inappropriate. Thank God every quantum enemy being a Psi enemy reskinned is something I don't particularly applaud Mihoyo for before. Yeah, I think it's a bit of a lazy part, just like quantum enemies being reskinned psychic enemies. Even if there is an explanation, I think it is still lazy. They could easily redesign enemies. Yet after quick thinking, because you're Kiana, we work well together. I feel the same because you're Bronya, I won't feel worried. But before we start, I still have an urge to tell you, be careful. Kinda contradictory, huh? Contradiction is human nature. Of course, I'll be extra careful. Well then, Bronya moved towards where the quantum shadows had gathered and assumed an attack stance. It's time, Kiana, let's go. Stop falling from a height. Let's just get on with the mission. It was difficult to tell who those words were meant for. A massive boom. The first strike was more than a bluff, not taking up too much of Bronya's power. Precision was the dance based on understanding. She had displayed astounding mastery over details ever since she began learning to shoot as a child. Flashback to Bronya as a child. Up until she was chased away by enemy hordes, Bronya had maintained her composure through silence. Watching her recede into the distance, Kiana breathed a sigh of relief. Bronya, you're really the best. For a while, she was unaware what Bronya was thinking. Throughout their history, Bronya had always done her best to lay the foundation for victory. But yet often, fair enough. Oftentimes, she had already fallen when the critical moment came. Despite having made exceptional contributions, she must still blame herself for it. Yet Durandal told her that most geniuses who hit a bottleneck end up defeated by such needless self-blame and hyper-competitiveness. Bronya doesn't seem worrying about that. She uses her power well and going far one step at a time. Come to think of it, that's what the Herrscher of Reason stands for. Okay. Get in the hole, Kiana. Get in the hole. Try attacking the time fracture. Okay. Can we see Bronya fighting in the distance? No? I can't do this without Herrscher of Void's power. We gotta activate the Herrscher of the Void. Bronya's right, brute force alone won't work. But I only have a fraction of my power. Doesn't make sense to just blindly waste it. Alright then. Reveal the weakness, or the weak spot in space to Kiana. Oh, it's just that don't add these options. Oh, it's so unnecessary. I'm not the one revealing it to Kiana. Kiana's doing it. Oh, that's a bad touch. That's a very bad touch, these options. There's no reason for these options to exist. Oh, they're tethered to the thing. Okay. Go in the hole. With the final blow along the tear caused a quantum caused a quantum shatter the empty space before Kiana shattered, revealing an entrance to another world. But She became inaudible, as happens when two different pressures collide. A virtually irresistible force pulled her into the rift. In just a blink of an eye, the only thing that remained were her shrieks, still lingering in the air. It was also then that she realized why Bronya emphasized practicing falling before leaving. Of course, nothing will happen to her. If even when protected, she gives up looking for ridiculous while falling. Looking ridiculous while falling, rather. Then the point I want to make is nonsense. In the time that has just passed, by my hand you should know what a god is. Yes, first of sentience, you can reveal yourself, please. Or Fu. Rather, Fu, you can reveal yourself. I can even hear her, or their innermost voices. I can easily catalyze things, leading them to any situations I wish, and they'd be none the wiser. This is not the result, but the cause. A god known by humanity cannot be called a god. When the mystery is revealed, Dayside follows. Dayside follows? Deicide. Deicide? Genocide. What are they trying to say here? Dayside follows. Fair enough, dude. And that is the exact role each of us play in her eyes. By the time to say goodbye draws near, it seems her partner Bronya needs my help more than she does. You can't have a Mihoyo game without a fair few typos in the way. Honestly, you can't. Dayside follows. That might be a real word. Extra doubt, though. The four continued to another world that had just happened, that has been artificially connected. This is, as Bronya predicted, even though she did not wield the power of the void, she had many other ways to land safely. It would hurt a little, but not to the point of making her gasp anything. It's the Sea of Quanta on this side as well. Due to her limited theoretical knowledge, she could not realize that she had crossed the considerable distance by a means similar to warping in the Sea of Quanta. If distance meant the same in the Sea of Quanta as it did in the proper world, but in terms of results, she made the right judgment. But if the two sides are similar, why would the quantum shadows attack? She slowly adjusted her posture in an attempt to slow her descent and thus have more time to look for an answer. But it was unnecessary, as the stranger was too conspicuous. During her fall, hundreds of quantum shadows that had collapsed rose as if they were souls returning to the heavens. Apparently, they just tasted a harrowing defeat. The mere repercussion of the battle could lift her hair against the wind like high voltage. What sort of power could achieve that? She should be able to, although not command her authority at will, as long as she focused on attacking instead of thinking she could wreck the quantum shadows. But by that standard, she suddenly had a fuzzy but sturdy hunch. I thought it said launch. Almost reflexively, Kiana's body and mind relaxed on their own. She no longer needed to worry about how to counter the ambushes or land smoothly because she could feel it. Burst of flame sire? The falling momentum stopped. Her hunch was about to become true. The next time, we'd see each other in person. I can't remember May being introduced, but fair enough. Dayside, that's an actual thing? Cool. I was about they add a meeting, because I don't fucking know what the Dayside is, when it's so close to decide. I thought after making so many meaningless sacrifices, they finally managed to summon something I can't handle. Oh, there's that classic image, the hype one. They managed, but I never thought your promise would be fulfilled this way. It really is you, Mei-senpai! Yes, it's me, Kiana! Yeah, see? And then came the customary silence. It was not an awkward moment. It looks awkward as shit. Let's be fucking real right now. It looks awkward as shit. It's a god-killing cause of bad, has the name Deicide. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. They could also just use general words. Because it was the same for anyone. If a heart looked forward to a reunion, it would rehearse it over and over again. It would ponder how to say the first sentence, how to express its ache and joy, and how to respond to the other's care. Anyone would want this special moment to be perfect, but anyone would suddenly feel powerless to break this thin silence like them. Because everyone could hardly notice one thing at this moment. Everyone who yearned for a reunion had never been truly apart. I was afraid I'd have too many things to say. But in the end, it feels like we only went 2 different schools for a day. If that's the case, then I'm back, Kiana. Welcome back, May. Mei is substantially stronger than Kiana at this point, and if it isn't shown, then this is a cringe game. If it doesn't show Mei in the story ripping ass and Kiana being absolutely useless, it's all inaccurate because there's no way they're on par in the same strength. So Kiana, there's something wrong with our authorities, right? Yeah, it's a great observation, Mei. Yes, including Bronya's. That makes you more awesome. If I were you, dealing with that many quantum shadows in this state would have worn me out. Well, that's a long story, actually. I've met Kevin, I've met all these other people, so I'm really strong right now. That's what Mei actually wants to say. He's like, I've actually become really strong because I've trained with the strongest people in all of history. So, yeah. It's been a long time since I can fight without reserve in reality again. I wasn't expecting the experience spanning 50,000 years that I gained at World Serpent. It would benefit me so much while my authority is jammed. You didn't think that the hyperbolic time chamber would come in handy, mate. That's a very interesting observation there. The hyperbolic time chamber actually proves very useful in most situations. What about Bronya? You said she's nearby. We thought the attack of monsters was associated with the abnormal connection between bubble universes, but you didn't know they were attacking me. In that sense, you might also be right. Let's land first. She finally realized that although they had stopped falling, she was not standing on the ground but floating at a dangerous height among scattered matters. This is the Sea of Quanta, so things don't really make sense. True. It's quite the dilemma actually, because Chinese words tend to be overcomplicated to translate and sometimes you have to use obscure words or it takes forever. I understand that, but I feel like dayside, again, not a common word. There's always like in between words. There's always in between words. If you go the extra mile, you can find a way. You can always find a way. It's the dev team's responsibility to go that extra mile. Kiana, hold on tight. Let's look for Bronya. If she can't use her own powers, things... She just comes out of nowhere. Come on, dude. Not be looking optimistic for her. Bronya thought about it for a long time whether Project Bunny should catch both of you in the air. After all, neither of you look nervous when above. Long time no see, Bronya. Did she say Nei-sama instead of Nei-san, dude? What the hell? It's been a while, mate. Bronya, why are you... Bronya strangely shook off the quantum shadows and strangely discovered... what the fuck? That's just terrible explanation. So, Bronya strangely just lost all the enemies. And then strangely discovered that Bronya could detour to a special connection point behind the two of you. It's like, add a reason. Just say I found a fucking point. Don't say strangely. Strangely implies that it just happens sporadically. I understand that the fucking Sea of Quanta or anything can happen, but just say you found it. Strangely? How to put it? Yes, explain it to me, Bronya. Strangely, what do you mean by that? Feels like there's some form of guidance from Destiny. Destiny! Is that a new... Oh, that's the new character coming. Destiny. Oh, that's the new character. Nice. Let's get back on track though. Since Mei's also here, then Bronya's prediction should be correct. This is an act targeted at Hershey's. Perhaps there are others who are trapped here too. About that, I suppose I'm informed. It's World Serpent after all. Yeah, Raven said that their Project Stigma is close to completion. Nunny. This is consistent with Kevin's words in the past. He said that he was preparing to realize Project Stigma and had me leave the World Serpent on my own accord. But while I was leaving the World Serpent, I faced a mysterious disruption and lost my consciousness. If I'm not mistaken, before I lost consciousness, I'm afraid our situation might be related to their agent, Hair. But as to how she managed to do this, I'm also in the dark. But according to Bronya, are you also able to feel that vague guidance from the Sea of Quanta? The narrator comes to life. The narrator becomes a character, and that's the new character as well, narrator. I have yet to exert any influence on her. How strange. It's constantly guiding me towards a particular place, yet it's ambiguous, as if it doesn't want to be discovered. If it were not for these growing quantum shadows in the way, I'd have followed its lead. Although I can't be sure that we're sensing the same entity, but if there's no other way, I'm willing to try. What do you guys? What about you guys, rather? We only managed to gather here together because we followed this guidance. In that case, it's worth following that feeling. And that guidance is Sealy. Destiny? Sorry, I don't play shooters. True. Honestly, it's not worth it, is it? Artificial spatial opening that can only be noticed by people with a particular experience. Yeah, there's a little orb over there. I have to play as Mei Onesan? Oh, dude. No, that's actually the best choice. Screw the other two characters. If I don't think like Alicia, I'll never be able to sense this place is off. Oh, Alicia already being referenced, dude? Let's fucking go. Best character being referenced? Hold up. Is she one of the World Serpent? She's one of the Flame Chasers. She fought alongside Fu and Kevin in the past. She's also a friend I made recently. Oh, Kiana's gonna feel jealousy ready. No? No jealousy from Kiana? What? What? Unreal. I was expecting pure jealousy. This is a corner Parter would keep in mind. Ah, this is just Mei flexing that she has like 10 different friends now. Mei's made friends. And parted with many new ones. It's the positive kind, so you needn't worry about me. Oh, positive. Why are they so close behind me, dude? Like, bro, step back. Why do they follow you so close? Take a step back, dude. Don't sit in my ass. Jesus. And this is Kevin's hole or something. This is Kevin? I don't know. Something about Kevin. Probably. No, that's a hole. Oh no, we're now gonna go here and it's gonna take us to the moon. It's the same feeling as when we faced the Sea of Quanta. This is indeed the crevice. That's what they said, creativus. The crevice that connects different bubble universes. And there are marks that show it has been artificially tampered with. We can't tell right now, but that's very likely. Shall we get going? I'm afraid we have no other choice, but we need to be even more wary compared to before. Yes, in the universe ahead, there may be variables beyond our capabilities, but when it comes to facing foreign universes, we're all veterans, aren't we? We're all veterans? Sorry, let me think about it here. Mei's done it. The other two haven't, kind of. Not to the same degree. Ah, fair enough, whatever. Actually, no, Kiana has done it. Bronya, has she done something? I guess the Sea of Quanta, the deep... fucking sea, I don't fucking know. Because of the method she had taken, Mei had a vague premonition about the universe behind the door. Perhaps we'll be leaving or having a lot more reunions today. Oh yeah, way to spoil it, narrator. Perhaps we'll be having a lot more reunions today. They're gonna walk through the door and Sealy, Durandal, and Lee Su-Shang is just gonna be sitting there with open arms. Bet money. I'll bet $45 on that right now. $55 million. Who done it? That's a great quest. Who done it? Oh my god, dude. I am mad. The narrator's ruining the whole story. Or maybe we'll have more reunions. This was the other side of the door. Who'd have thunk it, eh? Who'd have thunk it? Beneath her was the bleak lunar soil. Caging her were steep cliffs, and above her was a boundless darkness that seemed to have devoured the starlight, and this was only one of the countless pits outside the main base. Empty, silent, strange, but even the frigid atmosphere could not harm the beauty of the sight. But one thing surprised her. Why was everything completely still in the eyes of the visitor who came earlier due to her gift? Oh. Finally, I got out of that blasted place. The Sea of Quanta. Why was I thrown into it? God knows, Senti. God knows. Bet? I bet. Hey, what's up, Neko Oda streaming? And even though she was the host of Sentience, as a wisp of thought, she could not hold out her hand to feel her energy trickling away through muscle fibers. Still, she knew one thing for sure. She had lost half of her authority. No! Is that old timer's fault again? Whatever. She's such a tryhard. What a fucking L nerd. We have our own problems. I'll figure out what happens to me next. This is the real universe through and through. Who in the world could have done something so outrageous? Kevin! It was Kevin! Before that, by following certain guidance, she entered this world. Similar to Mei, who would come soon after, that guidance was enough to make Hirsch of Sentience, who possessed all of Fuhua's memories, realize that this bubble universe was perhaps located 50,000 years ago in time. Yet there was more to the nature of that guidance. Air, sound, and even light were in perfect stillness, as if a supreme being had pressed the pause button. Just the Hirsch of the end is just sitting there with like a button. Pause, unpause, pause, unpause. Honestly, I want that to happen. Just have her in the distance in the moon over here, or behind the Earth, just pressing the pause button. Could that guidance actually be a call for help? Why bother thinking when I'm already here? I can see for myself, I can't be stopped anyway. Unlike the girls who were yet to come, although her power was restricted, it still allowed her to extend intangibility, spiritual synapses to interact with her surrounding more efficiently. Only 3/10 of my power is left. 3/10? This feeling, could it be? The feeling of stagnation inside her gave her an idea of the loss of power, but she soon rejected it. Impossible. Nobody's stronger than me. I'm the Hirsch of Sentience on the sentient level. Oh, a robot. She could not see it, but she could feel it through metal. It was a pilot. Fixed in place with the whole world. What an unlucky bastard. He probably doesn't know why he's here. I can't try to hurt, or hurt to try. She extended her synapses through the metal and developed the pilot inside. The Hirsch of Sentience could still read minds with ease. You don't look your age. Let's take a closer look. Hirsch of Sentience. What? The instant they connected, a familiar yet revolting feeling made her gasp and cut their spiritual link. His mind is blank. The moment they connected, memories gushed toward her. Yet contrary to Fuhua's tide of memories, his contained nothing. It was only a pure emotion wrapped in the void. Although her quick reaction saved her from repeating this mistake, but what the vast void stood for left her speechless. Since this place fell still, this person had been struck in an immobile body while awake, until his consciousness wore away into nothingness, leaving only his last emotion behind. How torturous would that be? Even someone with the mind like her was repulsed by the mere thought of it. And that was not the most surprising thing. After everything he's gone through, the last emotion he had was hope. How is that possible? Hope is quite a good emotion. The inconceivable long restraint destroyed his willpower, yet its residue was still burning with hope. Seemingly, after innumerable years of suffering, in the last moments of his mind, he remained faithful in the light that never came. I don't care about this guy. I really don't. Is he insane? What gave him confidence? Annoying? Whatever. Swara? Something else lives. I don't really care about this robot guy, to be quite frank with you. Why do you have to talk to him so much? Where are we on the map? Tony Hawk mode engage? Kinda true. Can we explore, or do we have to do the quest? Actually, we probably should just do the quest, right? We'll explore after. Oh, not a man. Oh. Everyone's fixed in place. Having learned from the last encounter, she carefully touched the other mind to avoid another damn burst. The Hirscher understandably disdained such prudence. If I'm what? It was exactly the same as the last mind. There was nothing, not a speck of awareness, only a tenacious hope. They're all mad. Is this what every human who's been mad for tens of thousands of years has become? They've never seen or heard anything like this. It was true. Her familiarity with awareness led her to discovery. No. They believe in something concrete or a specific person. Even if brief, she more or less felt the signs of hope. Clearly was directional and sustained by a concrete being. How is this possible? Two superstitious living deads. That's what I call bonkers. However, as shown in the past, nothing had sparked her curiosity more than the unreasonable qualities of humans. She may not want to destroy what others believe in, but whenever they showed unusually strong beliefs in external things, she would get competitive for no reason. She had to prove those things were unreliable. I get humans can be fanatic, but about ideals rather, but people and objects, really? Show me, hoping to find the source. It's nearby, it's really a human. You know, it might be a human that we all know, who knows? Just doesn't seem relevant. What's up here? Nothing. It's discipline power, I think they give a human hope. Yeah, it's just hope, innit? Believe it. It's a belief, isn't it? Hope is a belief. Just like that. A nobody. True! An absolute nobody! An absolute L person! Nobody knows this person. Absolute nobody. Took the L at such an early age. Dead husband. Dead friends. No family. Get fucked. She felt disappointed. It was inevitable, as this person could not look more average. Average. Yet to her surprise, she also felt a kind of anger. For what reason? She asked because, as the Hirsch of Sentience, just as easily as she easily sensed the lingering hope a moment ago, she could also the other feelings in a human brain, such as a despair that was the exact opposite of hope, and too thick to dispel was overflowing from that woman in front of her. She could not understand which. Oh, she's moving, dude. Which angered her. Someone who was deeply trusted, whose existence alone could inspire hope in those whose consciousness was dying. Someone like that sank into despair and apparently gave up in the same situation. For the Hirsch of Sentience, it was undoubtedly a revolting betrayal. Then let me and them see your ugliness. If you're failing, oh god, it's so hard to read this for some reason. If you're failing them like this, considering the power she could still channel, she was certain that she could resist the effect of repeated contact. But as she approached the other's body, with fighting for justice in her mind, she did not remember a key that she should have. Although the samples were insufficient so far, the absolute trust this woman displayed appeared to be a common phenomenon among a certain group back then. Back then, eh? Back in the era that Hua had witnessed. When she saw the other's face, it was already too late psychologically. Oh well, the great Hirsch of Sentience thought, no need to argue with those old fogies. Hurry up and normalize this world, then head to the next world. With that said, she snapped her fingers lightly. Although it was a mental gesture, it immediately took conspicuous effect. The unknown power that enveloped the bubble universe and plunged it into stagnation quietly subsided, seemingly fearful of her. And then the air, the gears, and all the factors began moving again. Yeah, May is a cringe lord, I'm just gonna say it right now. May is a cringe lord. Okay, let you finish. I was about to go when I bumped into you. A handful of monsters kept you from finding that door. Is this a joke? Admit it, you can't do anything without me. What, that was all just Hirsch of Sentience retelling a story? Oh. I thought they would meet up eventually. That concluded her flashback. The girls who followed the guidance here had joined her. All existing Hirsches were imprisoned in a special bubble universe. Their speculation was verified. In the meantime, she briefed them on this moon bubble universe. Without telling them, she had sprinkled false information in, of course. Dr. May, not everything she said is true, is it?
とにかくあなたたちが来たことによってこの世界の泡に封じられた滅亡寸前の瞬間は息を吹き返した。
This is just weird now. This is just weird. This is just weird now. In any case, it's your arrival that brought this dusty bubble universe to a spurt of activity right before its demise. How the process is documented doesn't matter as long as the results align. And so, as the only witness did not object to the statement made by Hirsch of Sentience, it became increasingly difficult to discern what was false. But either way, when the girls entered this bubble universe, the first people they saw were the strangely acquainted Hirsch of Sentience and Dr. May. That's not all I'm curious about. Hirsch of Sentience, why do you do everything this May says? Why do you look so much like her subordinate? Having read between the lines, she looked around and walked unnaturally to May's side to assert herself. Yes, she knew this was temporary. As soon as she relaxed, she would display reverence and reliance again, just like those pathetic minds trapped in the bodies for tens of thousands of years. It's only because that old-timer subconscious is way too wishy-washy. But she's a weird fella. The very moment I saw her... Well, forget it. Don't fuss about the minor details. I suppose you have more important things to ask. Well, you're right. Alright, Hirsch of Sentience. We'll save our questions about you for later. I've heard so much about you, Dr. May. Now I know where the guidance came from. So surely this means that just like... May will just get a Dr. May outfit, right? If that doesn't become true, if May doesn't get a Dr. May outfit now that they've officially met and whatnot... Come on, dude. Come on. As usual, Miyuki Sawashiro talking to herself. That's that's true, eh? She does it in Genshin and in Honkai. That's funny as fuck. Oh my god, Miyuki Sawashiro, the best voice actor for just talking to herself. You need no other voice actor when it comes to her. Just get her playing two different characters and have them talk. That's good. Whatever you know, Honkai chapter part 1, characters appear and are confused. Part 2, walls of text, and part 3, everything happens. I need to wake up early. Good night. David, good luck, man. See you, man. That's a general structure, but chapter 2 usually has a lot more information. That's cognitive, or cohesive, sorry. You planted beacons in that sea of Quanta beforehand, furthermore, to prevent monsters from following them. That is designed to be detectable only to certain mindsets, which is how the Hirsch of Sentience and I found the way. A fair assessment. We've long known that this world we reside in is merely a bubble that might burst at any second. To escape the written ending, aside from resisting Honkai, we've also integrated the zone of uncertainty in the section of the core Sea of Quanta into the world bubble. The world bubble. We opened a crack there and sent out a probe after probe to seek hope. The guidance you discovered is part of this project. But there's another kind of guidance, isn't there? Yes. Planting ideas is undeniably the ability of the Hirsch of Sentience, but to be honest, I'm surprised we're working together. After all, we're not from the same world. Kuara was willing to use her power, as I suggested when we first met. I'm deeply grateful for, or which I'm deeply grateful for. Oh. How many times have I told you to stop calling me by that lame name? Oh, have you? Okay, I shall call you Senti in accordance with your habit. Senti? What habit? I've never called myself that. Wait, is that them just like trying to... I don't fucking give a shit. Back to the topic then. Now that you know the general situation, regarding my proposal, what's your say? As I said, my transaction is over. For both parties, that was the last golden opportunity. But it is your transaction that makes it difficult for us to trust you. According to you, after realizing you're in a bubble universe, you agreed to the conditions of the successor to the moths in the proper world, which is now known as the World Serpent. The bubble universe would be sealed for preservation at the cost of being turned into a tool entirely. You can construe it as such. If that's the case, I'm afraid you need to explain the part that I don't understand. In what way can such an unfair deal benefit you and your people? Time. The classic resource, time. From my keen observation of Detective Eyes, I can deduct that Dr. May has the bigger booba than the current May, but Alpha May has the same size booba as Dr. May. That concludes my report. That is a most definitely, mostly true, accurate, and truthation report. I think I can concur as well from observation. But back to the story, because that is a conversation for another time, obviously. I believe every problem has a solution, but I wasn't able to find one then. Making this transaction can preserve this dying bubble universe until they realize their plan, and in turn give me more time to deduce fate. Despite the fact that you'll be thinking in paralysis and your people will be vegetated. It's better than having no chance at all. Every one of them agreed to it. Of course, I know this isn't a decision people make under normal circumstances. You may think I should have chosen death instead. But you can't deny the conclusions I drew by thinking is helpful to you. If you think my statement is one-sided, Senti is here, and she appears to know you quite well. You can ask her to read my mind. Now you're putting on an act. Weren't you emanating an air of desperation before I came? To be fair, she hasn't lied. Then it won't be better. Since you called it a transaction, then you should know which tool World Servant intends to turn this place into better than I. A place of exile. After Project Stigma is initiated, the beings it can't destroy immediately, namely existing Hershtas, will be sealed here until the project is completed. They fell into silence as expected. They had previously learned this new facet of Project Stigma from May as well. Now they could confirm that they were stranded. It's fine, I understand you aren't prepared for this. I won't force you to trust a stranger, but as I see it, trusting me is your only way out. If we join hands, you can return to the proper world, and my bubble universe will get the chance to be redeemed. Seems like a whole hunk of junk, but whatever. She stopped time to think? Not really. I don't think she stopped time. I don't believe. Which is to say, May knows about her. Although the bubble universe may be inconsistent with the proper world, that's certainly Dr. May. She's the de facto leader in the previous era, a genius that even Kevin can only follow. Then do you think she's trustworthy? From a humanity's perspective, she should be an ally. But to my knowledge, her rationality is beyond acceptable to most. I don't think we have other options. Bronya, what do you think? Let's see her proposal. During operation, we should spread out, not too far as to be separated. Agree with you. Some questions. How this universe came to be, and how she's involved in Project Stigma. We can only try to get to the bottom of them. Cool. You will know soon. Then don't put it in the chat, eh? If it's a moderate spoiler. Looks like you haven't come around to it. Does it really seem strange? Speak for yourself. And ultimately, I'm an ordinary person. It's naturally for me to feel desperate in that situation. If there's no other person or fate that can make me blindly believe there's hope simply by existing. As for why that desperation disappeared upon sensing your presence, that's the fundamental reason why many were willing to obey my orders. They didn't need a leader who was immune from desperation, but a leader who could immediately rise from desperation. What are you telling me? Are you taking me for her? You don't need to be her. I only want to point out the difference between me and a clumsy man. Kevin. Who else could he be? True and real. You know helping us equals opposing Kevin, right? What if it doesn't matter? She doesn't like Kevin? Let's fucking go, dude. What? The way I see it, even if I help you return to the proper world, that's been factored into the project. In other words, if he's Kevin, he won't mind. You're overly confident about this. Thanks for the compliment. Wait till I beat the living daylights out of that, Kevin. Okay? Getting beaten by you might be a memorable experience for him. Whatever, fighting with a dying person on something to be so petty will only make me look like a fool. I can't stand it. What does a dying person mean? Is Dr. May a dying person? Have you decided yet? Summarize your plan first. The information we have is unorganized. It's quite simple. Whatever the consequence, your primary aim is to return to the proper world. And my aim is to find a way to keep this bubble universe alive. On that basis, there's only one valid solution. We must reconnect this bubble universe to an imaginary ending so it can become a real world. Like what Durandal did with putting a world inside her, but like that's a bit tough. I see you're aware that this isn't impossible, only difficult. Of course, before you came along, I had been missing a key ingredient. That's where my question lies, Dr. May. You want to work with us, but hearing your plan makes me wonder, are we really necessary to you? Such coincidence only adds to my suspicion. You claim as a point when I agreed that my bubble universe has become a tool. I clearly couldn't predict your arrival. This will be difficult to prove. But this is what people call an unexpected joy. Hersha the Void, sentience, your powers are very practical use to me. True. To confirm what conditions we control, I took the liberty of scrutiny. I hope that's alright with you. This is the case with how I connected to the proper world. I'll be frank, the Hersha of Finality peeled this bubble universe off a real world. The Earth above us may just be a decoration outside the domain. Hersha of Finality. You'll be able to meet it later. It remains, of course. What? Excuse me? You'll be able to meet her later, just it's her corpse. What? Calm down. Seeing is believing. We can talk about the Hirschdrive finality when we finally see it. In short, the Hirschdrive finality created us when it destroyed the world. Having foreseen this, the Dr. May went with it and let Project Stigma seek out suitable targets. Are you saying the Dr. May is our world found in... Wait, the Dr. May in our world found you. When Project Stigma found this bubble universe, the Dr. May... just call her Dr. May. The Dr. May? It's just the Dr. May. Had already passed away in the proper world. The only reason I could reach a consensus with her after her death is that I'm her ghost image that inherited most of her thoughts. How, you may ask? Nobody knows. I'll explain it more clearly. At the time in this bubble universe about to burst, we captured the signal that Project Sigma used to seek out tools. After a brief discussion, we decided to open up our domain to that signal, so this bubble universe would be captured and solidified by Project Sigma in the safest way. In other words, for Kevin or the others in the proper world, they found a bubble universe that would make a great tool without directly interacting with me. Disassociating, but clearing things up, for curious people like you, my arrangement is more trustworthy, is it not? Anyway, by using my familiarity with Project Stigma, I induced it to turn this bubble universe into a tool in exchange for our possible survival. In the ages that followed, I used what little thinking power I had left to deduce every possible scenario, and your Hirschdrive powers can help me optimize our resource of consumption to the utmost degree. Please come with me. Hirschdrive the Void and Sentience useful, so it's okay for May and I to stay out of this? Can we leave? When I met May, she said she needed to talk to me in private. It's the worst liars in the fucking world. An excuse to scatter us. Kiana, since Bronya and I aren't helping, we'll attend to a private matter first. We'll pick up with you soon. Ah yes, lying. Very good. Don't take too long. Sure, fair enough, eh? Coming from what I've read with you, fair enough then. So far this is moderately, I don't know, I don't really fucking get why May's here, but fair enough. Can we, no, we can't explore yet. Why can we hear Dr. May? What? Bruh, Dr. May, go do your business. Go do your business, May. I don't want to talk to you right now. You're a cringe lord. Oh yeah, we're playing as these two. Whoops, my bad. I thought we were playing as May or something. The Hirschdrive finality. Oh, that's her there? Could we see that from the other place? I can't even remember. Oh. It really does seem like it. But because it's a bubble universe, it doesn't have the true power of finality. Despite that, if the Hirschdrive finality becomes active again in the proper world, this fellow here might get some powers from it. Who? That, the statue. What if Project Sigma succeeds? Don't you all know? Project Stigma itself relies on the power of finality. If not, how can humans possess the ability to reconstruct an entire planet? In conclusion, if we don't collaborate with all the powers that we can work with, this bubble universe is doomed. Honestly, Dr. May, good riddance to you, buddy. Don't really care for you. But there's nothing impressive about this inability to control one's destiny. That is the true normality in the Sea of Quanta, filled with illusions and inescapable destiny. Enough with the heavy topics, we still have something exciting to do. Okay. Oh, we only walk like 20 meters, relax. Jesus Christ. Alright, we're here. I really do want May to get this outfit. I want her to like maybe Afro May can get this outfit. I think that would be good. I think if Afro May launches, I think this will be a very good outfit. You've only walked a few steps. As expected of a dying person, you two will get used to it. More importantly, my increasing hair loss bothers me more. Increasing hair loss. You're speaking with a full head of hair, May. Full head of hair. My increasing hair loss is annoying me. Where? Back to the topic. This is the reason why the two of you are indispensable to me. An unusual bridge. That's right. Strictly speaking, it's a newly built connection between bubble universes and the extremes of imagination. For this project, the two of you have been essential from the beginning. Initially, the key was my AI Prometheus number 17. Although I don't know all the details of the project, she definitely mastered all of the methodology. You should reassess what you just said. Although I don't know all the details of the project, she definitely mastered all the methodology. Before this bubble universe completely broke down, I saved information about various projects in her memory. It's a long ingrained habit. I take charge of her creativity, she takes charge of the procurement. We increase our work efficiency this way. But if that's the case, getting too close might be the dangerous, whatever. Bending down, Dr. May picked up a pebble, adjusted her position, and threw it at the broken bridge. Even with the gravitational and oxygen modifications by the moths in this area that allowed normal people like Dr. May to walk freely, her strength still failed her, and the pebble landed barely halfway to her destination. That's kind of adorable, to be quite frankly. Let me do it. And thus Dr. May's intentions became obvious. This time, the pebble was thrown to the middle part of the bridge and vanished into thin air. It didn't fall, instead it was just gone. Curious, right? Only into the saturation between the bubble universes and the proper world, the space there is no more. We can still see the other side of the bridge with our own eyes, but in fact, it's another world. And unfortunately, Prometheus is now trapped there. Which is to say, what you really need is the Herscher of the Void's power. But judging from the circumstances, to wield this power, you need help from Senti. Kiana looked to Herscher of Sentience with expectant eyes. Why are you looking at me? Don't worry, as a shadow, I naturally remember the details of the Project Stigma. Knowing the executor of the plan in the proper world, I don't find it hard to predict what he might do. After all, it's Kevin we're talking about. He always carries it all on his own shoulders. True and real. Kiana couldn't help but feel sorry for Dr. May, but she always knew she wasn't even qualified to empathize with either of the two. But if that's the case, why are you also able to deduct what World Servant has done before, such as the current situation on the Earth? That's hard, given the numerous factors to play in the proper world. The best guess I can make is that Project Stigma can still be reversed so far. But back to yourselves, the flaws in the seals on Anu are rather obvious, almost looks like intended. The flaws? As a Herscher, Senti is able to keep more of her powers than you, and without the extra part, you couldn't have come to me. So if I have to make a guess, there's one plausible explanation: spiritual restraint. Our powers are locked psychologically? To mentally restrain the Herscher of Sentience? That's fresh. I don't buy it. It does sound ridiculous, but there were more presidents in your history. Not presidents, but not presidents, not like American presidents. Precedents, yes. Compared with what Sue did to the other Herscher of Sentience, at least Kevin didn't deprive you of all your powers, if he so wishes. He could have confined you to the point even moving around would be difficult. You're just telling us things could have been worse? If Sue or Aponia were still around, our problem could have been solved with ease, but right now, without a powerful psychic master, purposefully or not, she threw another glance at the Herscher of Sentience. It's just too hard. Where indeed did we find our Feng Huang down? Or can we find our Feng Huang down? True, where can we find the Feng Huang down? Where is it? The reverse psychology trick was too obvious. Even she probably wouldn't. She briefly relieved. However, the next instant, Herscher of Sentience does something. The mind space she once set foot in unfolded again without any sign. Kiana could still smell anger in the air. Herscher of Sentience didn't finish. I'll show you how to break shackles. Does she attack us? Okay, we're playing as Dr. May and we're fighting Hersh of Sentience. Is that true? For fuck's sake. What is this? This feels like an unnecessary thing. Is this a new iteration of the fight? I think so. At least it doesn't feel like the previous one. Why are they fighting again? Dr. May agitated Hersh of Sentience and made her mad. And she's just fighting me for some reason. Any change now? If not, I'll keep at it. Undoubtedly, the mental trick that wouldn't work on anyone else worked on her like magic. Reverse psychology or some shit. Like Dr. May just aggravated her and then made her do what she didn't want to do, but by reverse psychology. It wouldn't be a surprise to see this Hersh do anything. That said, she knew exactly what Dr. May was up to, just like Kiana. She was taking the chance to let out steam. But still, it's surprising to see her so serious. Kiana examined her own status. This sudden and pointless battle took a toll on both sides mentally. But however, the examination revealed something unusual. Could it be? Another punch and hit me harder. Are you nuts? That was kind of cool. That's a new mechanic, this like ghost thing, isn't it? I've never seen this before. Sorry, Santa, you're dead now. I don't know why we went to this arena though. I admit you're still the stronger one now. I won the fight! Oh, come on. I surrender. Let's get out of here. Got other business to take care of. You know best. This is business. I don't even trying to beat you. Even with the old time at helping, you have no chance against me. Stay there and don't move. Let me see if I can break the shackles. That won't be necessary anymore. Let's get out of here first. I thought Dr. May was being weird, but it turns out we didn't quite catch her real intention. Are you trying to boss me around? I'm not taking orders from you. No, right now, I think I can get out on my own. She activates her void mode. The illusion space that devoured the two scattered Kiana wore a smug face, while the Hersh of Sentience looked like she just ate something foul. Kiana now has the Hersh of Void's power enabled, and we can now make the bridges real. Or something. Dr. May already left. She's not important now. Tell me, what did that mean? Dr. May never intended to provoke you to use your remaining powers to help me break the chains. She just wanted you to beat me up. Simple as that. There's something wrong with you. No. There's something wrong with the both of you. I also find it hard to believe, but let's explain using facts. Eminence. No, fair enough. We use the... Wait, we use the... What do you mean, eminence? Brother. Yeah, fair enough. Sorry, just... all I can picture now is like Li Su Shang using the sword to make you as the bridge. That's all I can imagine. Is Li Su Shang just putting the sword down as the bridge? Oh, fucking hell. I don't know what to say. When we were fighting in there, as my spiritual force got weakened by you, so did the restraints put on my powers. And for reasons unknown, Edge of Taishuan seems to be immune to the restraints, and that's why I wanted you to keep attacking me, and help me find out how to bypass some of the restraints with Edge of Taishuan. If it was really that easy, I'd have done it to you, or for you, before you even asked. I can't explain exactly how it happened. For me, it was perhaps just dumb luck. But still, it couldn't be done without you, Senti. No one else has the ability to weaken someone in the spiritual space. Don't call me that, it's just weird. She has a grumble about something to feel better. She's got lucky. I'm afraid only Dr. May knows if it was pure luck. Let's get back to May. I believe Dr. May is also there. So... Oh, we got the achievement, fix the broken bridge. So can we now, like, do something here, or... I think it's because we're in questing mode, we can't do anything. Surely we can now... Okay, yeah, we can now go back and forth between that place. Cool. The ghost thing is Senti Ultimate Evasion. I know what it is, but I just don't think it's been there in the other fights, right? I don't think in the original, like, Kiana versus Senti fight, it's there. At least I don't remember it being there. Standing at the vantage point, May glanced over the view that never changed. Curiously, despite her poor health, this leader felt omnipresent in a natural way. She seemed so weak that even a breeze could knock her down, but it would also feel perfectly natural to see her standing in the freezing Arctic with only a thin layer on. Looks like congratulations are in order. Ready to reunite with your partners. Without a word, the irritable Herschel lady rushed forward, reaching out her hands for May's collar. What the hell just happened? You knew all along, right? What should I say? It never hurts to try. I don't have a deep understanding of mind control, but I have studied discipline before. But in a broad sense, the swara on you does come from my research. Sorry, it's called Edge of Taishuan now. The name matters not. In essence, the Edge of Taishuan is a spiritual restraint, just like discipline. Mechanic-wise, it can't cancel out another spiritual restraint, but can readily keep it in check. This is a very weird way to word things. Of course, provoking you was an experiment since the beginning is always the hardest. I might as well have you exhaust your spirit along with the restraint in battle. Despite the loss in stamina, I'd say the result is welcomed, no? Then, no sooner did her pride stop her from saying more than she parted her lips. You wanted to ask why you couldn't remove the restraints on yourself in the same way. Could it be that Kiana didn't punch you hard enough? Just kidding, I don't have enough evidence to infer your situation, but if I had to guess, I'd say it's something to do with the Hersha core not being on you. But Dr. May, why not tell us earlier? Hersha Sinians made a fuss for nothing. Did make a fuss. Maybe I was just playing it safe. If the experiment didn't go as planned, it wouldn't be my fault, right? Jokes, enough jokes. Are you going to reunite with your partners? But it'd be rash to take the only path ahead now, because some people are having an unusual exchange behind our backs as we speak. A moment ago, I thought this was an excuse to split up. I didn't know you actually wanted to talk to me alone. Now that you can't use your Hersha powers, can you still hear 300,000 voices echoing in your head? No, but after the core stopped responding, I can feel them even more clearly. That's when I really understood that the existence of inheritance was validated through disappearance. The existence of inheritance was validated through disappearance. Yeah, sure, why not? Their voices vanished, true, but their wills became more vivid. When making a choice, I sometimes can't really tell whether it comes from myself or them. Like, we were unknowingly influenced by the Hersha of Sentience today. But regarding this topic, I don't think we need to avoid Hersha of Sentience too much. Indeed, how to put it, on this occasion, rather than Bronya and May, we're first and foremost two successors. Though not without detours, two eras had bestowed one of their greatest legacies upon the two girls. You figured this out before I could formally introduce the Flame Chasers and the Elysian Realm to you. What, Bronya figured out everything before having any tangible amount of information. That's crazy that Bronya suddenly just figured things out without having any tangible amount of information. That's crazy. Otto ascended God with binding power and he called false god Otto, but why Kevin still Kevin? Are they still too lazy to give him a new name for a boss or something? Do you fight him at the end of this, I'm assuming? I'm not sure. Bronya got a big brain? There's only so far a big brain can take you, to be quite frank. Specifically if you're not Dr. May and from the previous era. Kiana isn't dumb, it's just not her to rush into telling you her... It's just not her to rush you. It's just not her to rush you into telling her your story. Fuck, that was painful to read. You two are as thick as thieves. So from my perspective, I know little about your life with the World Serpent. Readers gather covert intelligence, but it's not the same as experiencing it. But after we reunited, the commonalities we share tell me that. Bronya paused for 2 seconds. She was trying to articulate her opinion properly. But in the end, she decided to be absolutely frank. May, after receiving some kind of inheritance, you seem to be able to understand the sacrifices of others. She can understand the sacrifice as well. There's been a lot of sacrificing in her life recently. To be able to be, what a statement. To be able to understand. Huh? Bronya, I might not believe in myself as much as you do on this matter. But from them, the Flame Chasers, I learned that before the last moment comes, nobody really knows what kind of person they are. But then again, Bronya, you didn't sound like you were blaming the past. Of course, even in the ruins of Chiba Academy, you've done anything wrong. Maybe it was meant to be a never? Or it's either meant to be you've never done anything wrong, or you've done everything wrong. Now, it's a 50-50. It's a 50-50. It's either May's done nothing wrong, or she's done everything wrong. And I can't quite tell what they're trying to tell here. But let's go with she's done everything wrong. And I know inheritance is a complex thing. Whether it's May, Bronya, Kiana, Rita, Drandle, Fu, or the principal, we're all walking on different paths to lead to the same end. For example, regarding the view on sacrifice, you and Kianya went down opposite paths. But because your paths are opposites, you and Kiana, who are inherently different, can be of a heart and complement each other. You've noticed that, haven't you? Kiana's grown a lot in the past 6 months. As your mutual friend, I'm genuinely happy to see you stand together. In my opinion, now May and Kiana are just one step away from truly reconciling. Now... yeah, there's one step away. What is that final step? Find out next time on Dragon Ball Z. I see, this is a strange sounding topic. Thanks, Bronya. You're welcome. That said though, Bronya suddenly summoned Project Bunny and assumed a fighting stance. Don't you want to trade blows with me, who's also grown? Just so you know, I won't go easy on you. And they enter into combat. I don't get to fight? I don't even get to fight, dude? May, Bronya, you guys, they're females, dude. Just a heart-to-heart talk, right, Bronya? I was feeling happy, so I decided to spar with May. Kiana, how are things going along on your side? Well, Dr. May's suggestion is effective. I can use a portion of the Herrscher of the Void powers now. Well, let's be clear now. It was with my help. Yeah, with the Herrscher of Sentience help, we repaired the path to the opposite world. Now that's a good meme format right there. That's a good meme format right there. Let's take a screenshot of that. That's a good one. It feels a little lackluster. You should say it this way. With the help of the great Herrscher of Sentience. Alright, enough with the pedantry. We understand the situation now. Then, can we get going now? Yep, while you were having your heart-to-heart talk, Dr. May already sent a signal to Prometheus to stand by for our meeting. But the region ahead is wider than I thought. It will be more efficient for us to split up and search. The four of us. Don't count me in such trivial matters. Can you please help to connect our minds together? It's an unknown region after all. And this is something that only you can do. Why are you still ordering around? Use your comms. But we're on the moon. Even the moon is no excuse to give me overtime. Alright, Kiana. 3 should be enough. No time to waste. Let's get moving. Alright. They worry about the real world and that meanwhile them playing around. I know, right, dude? There's real stakes that matter right now, and then they're just having a silly goose time? How dare they? It's either fun or no fun. Can't have both. Alright, here we go. Well, and now we're... And here we are? Is that it? Senti, just fuck you. Fucking Senti. She's gonna be stalking us this whole time. She's just gonna be stalking us this whole time. Alright, Prometheus, where you at? Oh, we're gonna run into someone, right? Prometheus. Oh, maybe Prometheus, and then I don't know. We'll find that in a second. Who we run into? Maybe we'll run into Sora-chan again. It's just gonna be the first person we always meet is gonna be like Sora. Everyone's just gonna be introduced to Sora for the first time. Oh, we're dead. What is this? Losing power? Restriction field? Oh no, they're linked. Who saves us? How troublesome. Ah, Prometheus. The only reason these factory manufacturers stop you all from getting closer is ironically to protect your safety. Oh, she actually is like very mechanical. I thought she was like moderate, like semi-human, but she's actually mechanical. It's the first time the suppression device has been switched off by someone since it has been installed. A new Hersha, a successor of Origin, perhaps you'll have to take responsibility for a momentous incident ahead. Her body. Prometheus. It's more accurate to call me number 17. You can leave first. I need to restart the suppression device. Even if it just remains, just an illusion like me, the Honkai energy it exudes cannot be left unattended. I promise if you continue to use those hands to do anything dangerous, you'll lose them soon. Ooh, Mei-senpai. Let's just take a swig of coffee. Why are we threatening a small girl and 2 of them look identical? Come on. How do I put it? The Hersha of Sentience linked our minds together in the end. Kiana, you're the one who hasn't realized. Nice. Alright. But she doesn't intend to hurt me. In fact, she's the person that we're looking for. Hearing the word person, Prometheus tilted her head, indicating her perplexion. That's kind of adorable. She doesn't consider herself a person. Because she's a robot. But she has the general perception of a person. Put the weapon down, May. Although it's obvious, but I should still remind you, it's very convenient for me to replace my arms. If I immediately activate the suppression device, we might have to add 3 funerals to Dr. May's schedule. That's a big threat right there. Gee, that's a badass threat. I could replace my arm, but I could press this button and we have to have 3 funerals right now. Dr. May was the one who told us to come here, actually. Yes, I received the signal. But since there's a possibility of violent confrontation, I need to ensure that I have the upper hand in the fight to the death, or at least mutual death. But of course, I'm no demon. Since there is a clear winner, would you all still choose to resist me? Or shall we have an amiable discussion elsewhere? That's quite interesting. She's just like, yeah, I could kill yous, but I'm not gonna. The conclusion was obvious. I see. Dr. May has told you her supposition, which is to reconnect the bubble universe to an imaginary ending in her words. She's certain this can be done, but she's not familiar with the technical details, because most of the knowledge is stored in me. That's right. It's that excuse again. Excuse? Whenever she doesn't feel like explaining something, she'd use that kind of excuse to get me to do it. Now that I counted, this is the 4021st time. Which is to say, in terms of results, this is an actual collaborative method. If we disregard how we really think, then yes. But I digress. To put it simply, yeah, I'll explain it like that. We discovered something like while pioneering the Sea of Quanta, its potential connection with the imaginary space made renormalization a viable choice. Something? It's a subspecies of husk. Oh no! Does that mean we're gonna get some sort of different nihilus? Husk nihilus or something? It's gonna be like it's gonna be a different fucking nihilus, isn't it? I like May, but sometimes when she acting smart, make her look dumb for some reason. Yeah. It's that kind of character. Husk Nihilus, I once defeated it. Marvelous. Mysticism is similar to nihilism, only stronger, but still much easier to handle than existentialism. Assume you're not talking about philosophical schools, but names like Husk Mysticism. Is that the next enemy, Husk Mysticism? You seem to understand my expression better. Also, Bronya's voice actor, another one that's just repeatedly talking to herself throughout this whole game. Bronya is talking to herself in Honkai Impact repeatedly. I don't know who the voice actor for Bronya is, but complete and utter constant talking to herself in the voice acting booth. Why did a husk appear in the Sea of Quanta? That doesn't make sense. Well, about that, I don't understand either. The mechanical girl blinked subconsciously. If she was a human, this would surely be a sign of lying. In any case, it's already on the brink of death. You mean like the broken bridge? Yes, if we don't intervene, it's bound to disappear, but now that you've come, we have no reason to resign ourselves to fate. As she spoke, her eyes swept over the three. I'm still deducing the solution that will help you override it, though. Override it? That doesn't mean actually writing it, right? I have more explaining to do. I hate this. It's okay, I mean, I'll explain it concisely. As a corpse, the husk still retains a weak connection with an N. That means it can be hacked. So if we break it, if we destroy it, we can keep that connection. It can be used by us. Yes, the volume of this bubble universe is so micro that it can reconnect to the end through the husk's bandwidth alone. You'll be able to return to the proper world by then. That sounds simple. In other words, we just need to beat that husk up. I don't think that's as easy as you make it sound. Of course, judging by your current authority level, even if you get lucky and defeat mysticism, you can't bring that connection under control. Or maybe we should try. Don't rush it. As long as our preparation is sufficient, there will be no problem that we can't resolve. Moderate pessimism is foresight. Just the story of quotes at this point. Just quoting everything. Moderate pessimism is foresight. I'm gonna write that one down. I'm not, but I'm gonna remember it. That's the first common knowledge input by Dr. May, and it's very effective. Based on that common knowledge, it'd be safe for me to take command of your mission. Any objections? What do you think? We came here to resolve the problem, so we ought to respect her decision. Very well, the one with the power of the void, I'll teach you how to activate the husk and bring it back momentarily later. Like repairing that bridge, you need to make it reappear wholly in the space we are in. But you need to take it to the next level. You need to learn how to use renormalization techniques and preserve that connection to achieve our goal. I hope Prometheus becomes a playable unit, although I probably wouldn't enjoy Prometheus as a playable character because it takes on the older Bronya unit kind of like playstyle, I think. I hope Prometheus does become a playable character. Just for the sake of looks cool. I take advantage. It will take forever to explain. We should just get to it. Are you sure? I'm sure. The mechanical girl suddenly pulled out 2 slips of paper, then began putting down diagrams and numbers on them at a speed almost too fast for the human eye. Kiana will wait orders in the central lobby and familiarize herself with her objective. Main Bronya will do the legwork and help me verify that the necessary beacons are functioning properly. Then I'll go to you with Dr. May. If a problem occurs, use that Hersher of Sentience channel to reach me. Dr. May will add me to your contacts. Dismissed. Who knows, maybe she suddenly feels tired. Can robots feel tired? Project Bunny can, but let's see our notes first. It's written in detail. Maybe it's communicating orally that she dislikes. I heard Dr. Tesla was like her for a while. Dr. Tesla, I can imagine. But since Prometheus has gone off on its own, it's useless for us to analyze her character here. Let's do what she's assigned. It's not like we have a choice. Alright. Cool. We should be able to hit level 9. I think it would be really cool to get Prometheus as a playable character, although I'm not sure how probable that is. I'm just not sure how it's gonna go. I think it'll be cool. Playable normal Prometheus, press 1 button to kill Hersher, awaken Prometheus, use Hersher to fight Honkai. Yeah. Sure. Yeah. Let's go with that. I think it would be cool, although I probably would not, yeah, like I said, I would not like playing her. Because I think it's the old Bronya style unit I don't like that much. Oh, this is gonna be a new boss they add to the fucking game. Husk mysticism. Oh, God. Okay. I think this is the real Husk. Although her discernment had improved much, she still failed to realize that what she had confirmed was strangely suspicious. And due to how cautious Prometheus was about work, she would have most likely let the truth, however... Let the truth? Learned the truth? Let the truth? I don't know. However insignificant it may be, behind it go. Fortunately, when trying to repair the bridge, she used her power well enough. Well enough to give certain patient observers a chance to transmit their voices along the fleeting connection and through the world's boundary to hear.
Kiana-san. Kiana-san.
Is that Drondle? I think that is Drondle, right? So when Kiana rebuilt the bridge, like Drondle projected her voice. Okay. Looks like they found you, number 17. Are things going smoothly that you don't need to follow up? Not exactly, but all things considered, I should come back. There are things that I can't explain with knowledge alone. Or in human terms, I'm feeling upset. Oh. Is there anything wrong with the Finality Installments wreckage? Although the suppressor of Honkai energy leakage was shut down for some time, nothing went wrong in that respect. What I don't understand is, why did you lie to those children? I know that's a... Again, it's not a Honkai chapter if there's not some typos. I know that's not a white lie. It's a T and L aren't even close on the keyboard. T and L aren't even close. I know that it's a white lie, but if we let them unknowingly become your leverage over betraying the world, that'd be an incident. But if we let them unknowingly become your leverage over betraying the world... Wait, May's betraying the world? May... What? That'd be an incident. That'd be indecent, rather. Don't accuse me. You're aware that ever since the bubble universe was enabled, its breaking was a matter of time. Rather than calling it a betrayal, calling it an adaptation would be more accurate. They should read it over again before release. It would be nice. It'd be nice for them to reread it after release, or before release, rather. Rather than calling it a betrayal, calling it an adaptation would be more accurate. I understand. It's like the human life is finite. But Dr. May, a fated demise in 40 days, and a sought death today. A fated demise in 40 days and a sought death today are not quite the same. Why couldn't you include that in the same line? I was confused. Amid the barren lands, a man sat quietly. A man. A man that would not be overlooked in any situation. Or a savior. The power that could wipe away the world lay by his feet meekly. Yet without that power, should he be described as empty? Oh. You knew I'd be here, Hua. Sue told me that unintentionally. That was 2,000 years ago. What? While we were fulfilling our duties as pioneers, you were absent from a meeting one day. Kevin, you were absent from a meeting one day, and that led me to believe that you would betray the world and you'd plunge us into constant pain and suffering. Yes, you being absent on one day. Sue told me on this day, every year, no matter what urgent business you had at hand, no matter how big of a strain using the second divine key would put on you, you would come to this place on the moon, alone. You would spend a whole day here gazing at the Herstro Finality's remains. That's a promise I must keep. But you didn't have to come. You saw it. The residence that World Serpent specially prepared for you during Project Stigma. That Mount Taishuan is indeed more beautiful than its real-life counterpart. But you know, I'm not enraptured by a reclusive life. It's but a habit from the past. I don't want to fight you if possible. Do you think I'm going to stop you? Like Sue did? Oh. His ice breathing paused. Bro, he's from Demon Slayer? He's got ice breathing? But no other response ensued. Had they not fought together, he may think she was making a psychological move. But the two standing there were the last humans to have lived through two eras. They had the longest life and the oldest memory. Yet, except the vast barrenness, they managed to save nothing as he saw it. The Elysian realm is no more, Hua. Looks like forgotten things that are important to our past. He shook his head lightly, as if uncertain of the words he was to say. It matters not. It's no longer important to you. His tone remained the same, without a trace of emotion. You see, this is the most common sight in the universe. As barren as a grave, right? He answered with silence. Speaking of which, this is such an unkind thought. But Kevin, even if the people of this era are the same species as us, they are not your kind. She thought of creatures that died out as time flowed on, such as a strange and precious fish. The world flourished, but there would never be another creature that could understand its language. The loneliness persisted like a glacier that would not melt for eternity. No, Hua. It's easy to see them as my kind. The hard part is giving them free rein. Her partner in combat was of course right. Viewing everything as an object like Mei during her work had little to do with the sense of belonging. I get it. That's why I came here. For them? No. For you. At this point, as I see it, you need someone like you that understands you. Even if nothing is said, even if it's back and forth. Back and forth? Bro, where's the H? Even if it's back and forth. Even if. You don't need to say more. Do you still hate yourself like you did at first, Kevin? I don't know. Maybe 5,000 years was enough to have changed Fua. But Kevin is still the same old Kevin. The last of his partners had finally been integrated into the new era. All that existed of that once glorious civilization was now an epigraph called Kevin. Kevin and Fu both looked up at the dark sky. the names that they have now faded, the names that have now faded, even if she remembers, even if he forgets, there's no going back to it all. And all of it can never come back to them. Many years from now, when those girls who have passed on, the songs I sung about them will remain. But you can take away all the songs, I only need one living girl to come toward me. A singer they once had known so far in the past had perfectly captured how they now felt. Since it's inevitable that seeing me reminds you of everyone you've lost, so why did you just tell me about your last dream instead? Now you've done it, even if you stop the ending, that's just another ending, but for you, at least through you, humanity is about to overcome Honkai. No. This. Never mind. His sigh made her all the more surprised. It was as if, at that moment, he wasn't Kevin, but someone else. A friend and decent harmonica player. I'm sorry, you don't have someone better to talk to at a time like this. It's not your fault. There's no need to apologize. And after this, what sort of plan do you have? The future will be as the past was. You'll keep playing the hero? He fell silent. The sort of silence that could have lasted an eternity were he speaking to someone else. But right now, she's the only one that can talk to him as his peer. That title, I never lived up to it, and no longer can. So are you the bad guy then? Silence followed, but it wasn't hesitation. But more so inevitability. I understand. So that's why you are the way you are. Fragile, despondent, and yet cringe. Bruh, true and real. May and Bronya VA must be paid double this arc? True. Oh my god. Oh my god, Kevin. Fu Hua took 2 steps forward, moving with a proud stance, lowered her head, and saw his expression for the first time. You're looking for your final resting place, aren't you, Kevin? He's looking for a place to die? There's a hole in my backyard, Kevin. Just jump in. I'll put some dirt there. Wrap it up. That's the end of Act 2. Oh. That's the end of Act 2. Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, okay, okay. Not bad. Not bad. Oh, okay. Okay, so let's think about that for a second. I think the biggest thing that we found out there, I think it's pretty much true, is that Kevin is looking. Kevin's actual goal is to just find, to die. That's his goal right now, is to die a death worthy of something. Like his comrades once did, I'm assuming. I think that's the general gist that he's getting at. Is that, he wants to die a death the same value that his comrades had when they were fighting the Herstra of the End. I think that's a safe assumption. That's a pretty big thing right now, to find out that Kevin just desires death. That's pretty heavy. I don't know where I'm going, don't ask me. But that's an overly, like, again, Act 2 didn't bring us too much again. Nothing, like, crazy. Like, May's kind of, like, it hints there that Dr. May is betraying something. She's betraying the world. Now, I have a slight inkling as to that means that she's betraying the world in a sense that she's reviving finality, or she's reviving... Seely, could you shut up? Jesus Christ, Seely, shut the fuck up! She's trying to revive the Herstra of finality? Seely, shut the fuck up! You're irrelevant! Why does she talk? Oh my god, shut up, woman. Please. I'm trying to... Oh my god. How do I turn Seely off? Please shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up, please. You're the worst character in this game, on god. She's trying to revive the Herstra of finality. to sustain her life or something, or she wants to live. Maybe Kevin wants to die and May wants to live. Even though May's technically dead, I think she wants to try to find a way. Oh, there's Hus Nicholas. She wants to find a way to revive herself, but then Kevin's looking for a way to die. Oh my god, that would be kind of crazy. And then in the end, Kevin kills himself, and then May revives herself, and they both see that, and then it's a Romeo-Juliet situation. Oh my god, that'd be crazy. Why does she have to talk so much? Seely, just shut the fuck up. Holy crap. I hate these open worlds because of this one thing of the NPCs talking. Like, shut up. Please. Overall, again, Act 2 is pretty like dry in terms of like stuff, to be quite frank. It's not a crazy thing again. We have a few specific moments of information, but it's nothing too crazy to the point of like this is revolutionary. Because we still don't really know May's goal. I think that would be pretty important. In a like kind of like a big climactic moment is like what's May actually trying to do? But cool, I'd rate that was a pretty cool chapter. A lot of cool things happen. A lot of cool characters come in. So overall chapter value, pretty good. A solid 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10. I think information a bit weird. Honestly, I think it's just me, and I don't really like it when the smart characters are talking. I prefer it when the smart characters aren't talking, because it's just listen, they're saying big words, and I'm like, yeah, it's like listening to a philosopher. I'd rather I don't care in the end. Just explain it in simple terms, in layman's terms, as they say. But I respect it. Again, it just doesn't feel like overly important stuff was said. Like, nothing too mind-breaking was said. Nothing too mind-bogglingly crazy was stated. So I'm not too shocked by anything that happened. Why do you have to speak every single time, Seely? Just shut up! Just shut up! Please! Well, I can't understand why he wants to die. He lost everything. Lovers, friends, family. Hua is not Hua anymore. She's a different person named Fu Hua. His descendants are like stranger to him. Well, no, I think that's the exact point. You know? I think that's the exact thing that the game is also really just showing pretty well. Is that he doesn't fit in anymore, and he understands that, but he's also trying to not die a pitiful death, right? Like, he understands that he doesn't fit into society anymore, because unlike Fu Hua, Kevin hasn't, like, been in society because he was locked in the Sea of Quanta for so long. And so, and obviously I don't even think he would adapt to society. But yeah, he hasn't adapted to society, and thus he's just a stranger, and he follows by different ideals. He follows vastly different ideals and whatnot. And so he just doesn't fit in. And so he's like, I just don't fit, but he doesn't want to die a pitiful death. Because if he dies a pitiful death, then the sacrifices of his friends, the other flame chasers, kind of goes to waste, if you will. I think that's like the main kind of point as well. Is that he can't just die, he needs to die a good death. Alright, let's kill Hus Nicholas really quickly. Shouldn't be too hard. When Celia and Alicia talk trying to win Ven, maybe? Bro, these NPCs, or the AI just needs to shut up. I'm gonna be real. The AI needs to shut its mouth right fucking now. I don't care about what they're saying, because it's probably not important. Yeah, the promise he made with his friends will be broken if he die before end of Honkai War. Yeah, so I think he's trying to. I think it's again, it's so hard to kind of obviously come to a conclusion, but it's something to do with him sacrificing himself in the end. I think it's going to be the classic thing. He's like, he makes the ultimate sacrifice of he gets rid of Honkai by killing himself or something. I think that's where it's going, at least. I've got no other information on this, to base this on, other than I think it's going to become like an anime trope. I think it's going to be very tropey, like from an anime. But I think it's a safe assumption for the most part. But it's like how they do it depends on if I like it or not. But regardless, I think this was a pretty good act. I think it gave us a good amounts of information, and it wasn't too long. Because what? It was about an hour and a half-ish chapter, an hour and 40 minutes chapter. So it's pretty good. It's pretty good length. I really wish I kind of like this method of them releasing the new acts or the new chapters. I kind of like the fact that it's not just all released at once and then you have to do this massively long chapter. I like the fact that they release it like chapter 32, act 1, act 2, act 3. I think it's a lot more like manageable by like general player population. And I really wish I would hope that Genshin kind of adapts it, like chapter this, act 1, but it kind of does it, but even then it's just like baseline too long. There we go, boss defeated. Thank God. That guy's a bit tough. Overall, really solid chapter. That's like the final thing I'll say. Overall, another solid chapter, or another solid act, and looking forward to the next one. The next one is on to the 21st. Oh, so it's on... The 21st is soon. The 21st is on Monday. Oh, so Honkai Tuesdays will be... Oh, shit, that's very soon. Okay, I guess Honkai Tuesdays will have the story? Or would I want to do it on Wednesday, because on Tuesday we'll have all of our weeklies to do. It doesn't actually really matter, does it? We'll do it on Tuesday. We'll do it on Tuesday. Okay, that's very soon. That's very soon there, Mihoyo. But whatever, that's fine. No harm done. Let's spend a bit of time, because now we've done this story, we're not really focused on anything else. Let's just spend a bit of time exploring. We've got this boss here. I'll fight him after a bit, because I'm low on HP, and it's a bit of a tough fight. And then I think if we should be able to reach level 10. If we reach level 10, we'll be able to like continue a lot of progression in terms of our actual Atra Sanctuary, because right now we can't really do anything, I don't think, until level 10. We can't level up any building. Oh no, we can. We have to like wait till level 8 or something. But yeah, we have our weeklies to do in a few minutes here. We also have this new challenge mode here. We have this new challenge mode here that they added. We'll have to do that as well. And I think a lot of side quests probably would have been unlocked by now. I have no doubt. Let's explore down here a bit. Are they going to add races as well? This kind of feels like a race thing, but it's got the Flame Chaser symbol on it, so maybe not. But it would be cool if there was a race. Probably should do this, right? Okay, hold up. I'll read that in a second. Oh, God. What? He completed his mission to Alicia. He promised Alicia he wanted to meet the Herschel like her. Whoa, I lost a bit of power. Like her, and he did this, and he made to the EI and ended up destroying the realm. Because Maven had COVID, big yikes. True. I think he's just, yeah, he's achieving all of the goals that his friends set out for him, I guess. And like, or maybe all the goals that his friends never got to achieve, and all these like kind of empty promises. Maybe that's like, not empty promises, sorry, but like, all of what like his old friends like had talked to him about, he's trying to achieve for them in some sense. Maybe. Oh, there's a chest here. Oh, level 9. Nice. Level 9. Level 9. I know. Let's get back up to... So that's a waypoint there. We'll have to come back and unlock the waypoints once we can. Slow down at level 5, you almost level 10. Well, I'm just a bit built different, dude. I'm honestly an absolute power leveler. To be quite frank, I am just doing my daily things a lot. I just do the daily things. And you get like a level every 3 days, so it is what it is. I am not slowing down for anyone. I will never slow down. Any chest here? Any chesters? Any chester runeskis? Any invisible chests? There it is. Okay, that we can't go down there. Oh, collect 24 chests. Is that wait? That's all of them. Oh, yeah, we got all the chests. Nice. Okay, so the whole zone is available to us from. Okay, so I guess Act 3 might not be overly long in terms of like content. I think it's just gonna be Act 3 is just gonna be just a quest and that's about it, or just the dialogue, whatnot. All right, that's fair enough. That's not really a problem. All right, let's go inside here real quick. Do the other characters move in here? Well, here's actually it's so, okay. This is just a bit weird. Oh yeah, we also got a quest for a Lyle there. Okay, we'll do that after. Okay, it's just a bit weird because you walk across the bridge and you technically go to the new zone, but you're not actually in the old new zone thingy because of like a world thing. Because like obviously we haven't met up with Durandal and whatnot. We haven't met up with Durandal and Sealy because Kiana got that message from Durandal like Kiana-san, whatever. Just a bit confusing to wrap around because it looks like you go there, but you don't actually go there because it's a different bubble universe on the moon. Level that up. Plop that in there. Oops. Confirm that. Can we level it up any further? Absolutely no way, Jose. Got nothing there. Levi, welcome to the stream. This chapter is just information. It is indeed, is it? Yeah, welcome to the stream, Levi. I hope you have a great evening. Welcome. Let's level this up. Do I want to speed level this thing up? Might as well. I've got no qualms with leveling this up. We have to get to level 11 to continue leveling it up. As for this, increase its pull radius to 8 meters. That's good. Prospecting. Level up prospecting as well. We minus 35 seconds, or 0.35 seconds. We can analyze once more. And we get 30 extra moon dust. Nice. Welcome to the stream, Levi. I hope you're having a great evening. It's 8 o'clock now. The reset should have gone through. And we get a bunch more primogems. Not primogems, sorry, just crystals, as they are called. I believe the reset has happened, so let me do my tasks here. Yerp! Get that one. Take that one. We reset for a big one like that, and there we go. How's it going? It's going pretty good. Pretty good. We just finished the story arc for today's chapter of Honkai. Overall, pretty good act. Durandal Sealy Sushang on the real moon, Kiana in Bubble Universe 50k years ago, from what I understand. It seems to be that way. That does seem to be the accurate thing, yeah. It seems that way, but it's just the fact that they are identical, right? Is the part that annoys or that confuses me. That's the part that I'm not quite understanding as to why they are a one-to-one replica, because like the moon would change over that course of time, if you know what I mean. Because it's like also like where like obviously here we can't see the statue of the Herstra of the End, so something happened. But it's like other than that, it's a one-to-one replica. So I don't know. And the Bubble Universe Kiana in the Earth doesn't have the seal thing. I did not even see that. Whoops. I think that then you may be right. But I guess it's just the certain thing of like when you go between the zones, there's no kind of like loading screen. I guess they maybe removed the loading screen because of the Elysian Realm. Oh, the Elysium Everlasting one. But oh well, it's fine. It's like it's not too out of the ordinary. Fair enough. It is what it is. 1 second, actually, I'm gonna go to this new, the old challenge door and see what's up with that, because now that we've gotten the new act, I want to see if it has any other content. Stop shooting, stop. Stop, character. Stop doing the thing. Does this have any other content, or is this all out of content? Are you out of content? All rewards obtained. Yeah, this is out of content. Okay. Fair enough. No more content. Right. And I wanted content. How bold of me to assume that content would be here. No, we'll do the other door though. Get 150. There. We should be halfway. Yep, halfway to level 10, and at level 10 we can unlock the other things. But we do have some side quests with Lyle. We don't have anything with Sora. But I think the best way to get to level 10 is by actually going and doing that other challenge door, because I'm assuming it gives... I like this other door, the first door, it gives, like, XP. Beautiful lady on the screen, hello. Okay, where is it now? Oh yeah, we also have to fight Tutankhamun here. We'll do that actually first. Oh, but he's a quantum boss. Ah, fucking hell. I guess I can just like burn him. That's a terrible order of process, but whatever. Look, I didn't even see the barrier protecting you, Astra. I bet it don't give oxygen. May can stay on the moon because of that barrier, and it seems like the real moon barrier is broken. Only Stigma, Awake, and Hershey Mantis can stay on the moon. Yeah, that's true. It does sound plausible. I'm just gonna say May Shmay. More like an L woman. And nah, I don't hate them that much. It's just fun to meme on her. It's just fun to meme on the character. But I'm more curious to learn as to what will happen with May here. Maybe May and Kevin will have their reunion happen or whatever. They'll finally see each other after 75 billion years or whatever. And Kevin will be like, you're not the real May. You're not as I remember you. Osmanthus wine, blah 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 blah. Okay, do this. This is going rather smoother than I expected. Bang you in. I can see Kevin and Zhongli becoming buddies. Yeah, they could be real good friends. They both live, actually no, I guess they both kind of live in the past. They both kind of live in the past. They're both like very wise old men. Kevin's just a bit older by about 43,000 years. But, you know, still very old men reminiscing about old things and the good old days. And they both have technically dead love interests. What else? Actually, like, Zhongli has friends that are alive, technically. But, you know, they're similar enough. And that's all the bosses done. That is all the bosses. Now, how do I... And now, what else do we have to actually do here? What's on the list? It's unlocking the portals here, I believe. Because we have 4 out of 8. Oh, wait, but there's... Wait, what? I'll figure it out. I'll figure out the base portal stuff. First things first is let's do this challenge mode, which should give us level 10. If I play correctly and if I'm a good person, I should win. So it seems bio every 100 combo hits counting Mark II attacks causes AoE lightning. So playing combo attack characters or comboing characters is going to be a good one. In this stage, some enemies have a shield. When the shield breaks, it will receive 30 stun trauma and lose 20% of max HP. Enemies on 1 to 12 may be marked. Killing a marked enemy doubles the damage of Mark II's next disruption skill. Okay, this one seems to be quantum themed though, with a bit of psychic at the end. Sadly, I don't have a Aponia available to me because this game is crankled. These guys got to 21,000. I'm pretty sure that's just actually like the end. So some people have already cleared this to the end. That's cringe. We'll just continue with it. We'll be able to get... Back in my day, I'm still curious about what happened to Griseo. She probably just died as a child. Just died how you know, as they wanted her to, not really caring and living in any kind of serious world. I feel like that's a pretty good, easy assumption, but obviously it's just an assumption or a speculation, if you will. Just living it out as a child, being a child. Hey, what's up, King? Welcome to the stream, man. Hello, hello. Hope you're having a great evening. Chuck that in. Maybe we'll know in Afo or New Honkai. Maybe she's one of those that create those alien. To be quite frank though, the aliens, if we are talking about the sky people, then Afo, whatever Griseo draws, and most of the things that are associated with Griseo look exactly like the sky people. Now, who knows if that's an actual just coincidence or if that's intentional, but it should be noted that whatever Griseo creates looks pretty much very similar to all of the sky people. So maybe she did create the sky people, but I don't think it was an intentional creation of the sky people. It's one of those, like, accidental things. I think they call it an accident. Yeah. The alien looked like her creation. Yeah, I think it's a pretty like solid, you know, speculation. I think if we're basing it just on that, pretty solid. Well, I guess we'll find out in Afro maybe. Who knows? I'm personally not overly curious about Griseo because I can see how they can just write off like Griseo as a character who, you know, let's say the rest of the Flame Chasers just wanted her to live a normal life, thus she just kind of went away. They just sent her away to a different place. See, I have no opposition to them doing that personally, but obviously that's like a bit of a cop out of an answer for the most part, right? Wow, Sargeras in Honkai? Oh, the sword. Yeah, fair enough, King. That's a funny joke. It's a good joke. King, I respect that joke. That's a good one. Sargeras in Honkai, yeah. It is true. Sargeras is in fact in Honkai. He's just transformed into a rather beautiful looking woman. It doesn't make sense if it a coincidence. miHoYo could design a Griseo creation look different from Sky People, right? Maybe they up to something? They could, right? They could. But what you also like fail to maybe it's my skepticism and pessimism, but miHoYo doesn't have overly varying character enemy design. Point and click to quantum enemies, they could look different. I know there is an example, or there's a reason why quantum enemies look like psychic enemies and just Honkai enemies. But it's like quantum and Honkai enemies look identical. They could be different, and I think they should be different because they are different things. I think the quantum enemies should be malformed, and that's why I think the new quantum enemies that have been added in Chapter 32 are so much better. They are so much better because they're just not copy-pastes, right? And the cooldowns on my pink lady, it's not that she doesn't have cooldowns, it's just that characters in this game don't really have cooldowns as like a concept too much. The game is much more fast-paced than Genshin. So you will just see a lot, like a character like this one being used a lot more. Although she is getting smoked because these enemies stink like eggs. Bro, these enemies stink, holy shit. Jesus Christ, they suck. And it's also part of a playstyle to go into this mode and cast the same ability like 20 times. It's a part of her playstyle. Because you're kind of... It's just a part of her story. She's the Herstra of the beginning. Or the god of the beginning, or whatever you want to call it. Why are you not dead, dude? Okay, the grouping in this game sucks. Mark II sucks at grouping, I've said it. Mark II sucks. I was crystallized, eh? Nah. This game is cringe and bad. I don't think I'll kill him here. I've got 7 seconds, and he hasn't taken an ounce of damage. No! Oh, bro, this game stinks. This game stinks. If the grouping in this game worked as intended, if I actually pressed the grouping button and the enemies actually grouped up on the thing that is grouping, then this game might be classified as one of my favorite games, but because of the fact that the game stinks like eggs in a fucking sun basket bin bag, I can't think of rating this game any higher than a 4 out of 55. So, yep. I'm quitting Honkai because of this, so it was a great run, guys, but the game is just absolute pippy-faced tomato nose. Unfortunate. Did we get to level 10? How do I check? How high did we get? Oh, we did! Oh, let's go, dude! Oh, fucking hell, Mark. Get Mark to combat 35. Oh, fuck off, Mark. Fucking Mark, man. What does that even mean, combat 35? I just need to... Okay, I just need to upgrade one more level. That's fine, actually. That's actually okay. Maybe we should switch up his attacks. Maybe, like, ice would be better? Yeah, rhyme trauma. Maybe that would be good. I don't know. But it's lower level, so it's like, I don't know what the point of it is. And I guess having this other tree over here... Maybe having this one would be better. What does this do? Cooldown, disruption cooldown thing. You kind of stun enemies. That doesn't really sound overly useful. Nothing here sounds overly useful, so whatever. Project Arc is Cosmo originally, but as you know, he fighting Finality instead, and it was Grisera requested to lead Project Arc. She could have stayed on Earth if she wanted, but decided to go to space to find another planet that Honkai doesn't exist. Well, sure, why not? A lot of things can... We can infer a lot of things, and obviously there is some connection to be there, but I just don't see the plausibility. What? Problem. Oh, I didn't want to... this starts because I upgraded the fucking building. Oh, bro. Yeah, who knows? Who knows? Like, yeah, you can assume... Just because we know that, and then in AFO we know that the Sky People are coming from somewhere, and they're attacking Earth or whatever, you can kind of maybe make some inference, but I don't know. If we're basing a lot of the inference on just the fact that the Sky People AI and the enemies from the Sky People look identical to what Griseo creates. And again, that might be a connection, but because of Honkai's enemy design not being overly varied, I don't really want to make that connection immediately, right? That's all I'm basing this off of. There is a connection there, but because of Honkai's history, I'm not going to make that connection. Is this anything important? Probably not. I've sent details, stuff. We leveled up the Master Terminal. That's all that happened, really. The Master Terminal is now leveled up. Got that. Got that. Got that. Got a bunch of things. That means we should be able to level this up now? No, we need level 11. Oh. That's not cool, man. Is everything... I guess everything's fine and dandy now. Maybe this can be leveled up. Yep, this can be leveled up to this. Can I actually level this up? I can. Might as well, because we won't be able to level up for a while. So now we can get this up here. Disruption. Deal a lot more damage. Do that. Cool down 20% faster. I guess this is a shield break. Disrupted enemies take 15% more damage. If they are remnants, they take 25% total damage on top of that. I guess we'll just activate this for now and just level it up. We'll activate this. I think this is not as useful because it's mainly good for these types of enemies, the new kind, and I guess that's what we are fighting mainly in the next thing, so we'll level it up. Doesn't matter. But we can't reattempt the other thing, so it is what it is. We're pretty much done with our thing. We have the Lyle quest, but I'm not overly interested in that. Sending child to do adult task, flame chaser / previous era people think and built different. True, they are built different. Mihoyo up to something maybe, but a theory. So what I say about Alien is Griseo creation is not true. We need more information. Yeah, I think your theories are fine. I think it's a solid theory. It's an absolutely solid theory to make the connection between the Sky People and Griseo. Absolutely solid. I'm keen to see what happens after it. But for now, I'm not going to be too focused on what isn't relevant in front of me right now because I feel like that detracts from what's in front of me. Lyle. Lyle, I don't really care what you have to say. Anything interesting? Individuals? I didn't really listen. Lol. Get wrecked. Get wrecked, child. Follow your terminal's directions and use base portals to reach the designated location. Oh, we have a lot of random XP to actually kind of just gather around. Okay, we'll go do this. Random XP, maybe we'll be able to get to maybe level 11 tomorrow. Who knows? Actually, who knows? We might if we play correctly and if we win. We also have these towers to go unlock. Okay, let's go do this as well because this I think gives us XP. We might actually be able to get to level 11 pretty safely. Damn. And the Master Terminal can only go up to level 15, so we're almost capped out. We're almost absolutely capped out on the level. Okay. I'll use that quick analysis. I don't think it matters too much. We'll use quick analysis there. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, I thought that was the end. I am more curious as to if in the current story with Kevin and Dr. May as to if they'll actually meet. That's a bigger thing that I'm curious on if will happen. I'm not sure if Mihoyo wants to write that in. I'm not sure why they wouldn't want to, but I'm very curious as to if they will. Very curious. Will Kevin just go to this bubble universe and then May will turn him down and like force him to or like encourage him to do something that actually puts everyone to rest or something. Maybe Kevin will destroy the imaginary tree and cease all bubble universes to exist or something. Who knows? I'm just curious about that more so than Griseo. Gotcha. A maximum obtained moon dust. Yeah. Data. One more. I believe we're making a gun for Lyle. We need 240 power, but it shouldn't make that much of a difference because we're the best, and we don't need the bare minimum. Oh, almost got that last one. Almost didn't get it wrong. Almost didn't get that one as well. They're getting quite thin here. This is quite hard. Got it. Too easy. Boop, bop, beep, ba, ba, ba. And then, not final one, rather. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think it's cheating to do this on PC. Oh, I lost power. Nah, it shouldn't be a problem. I feel like it's cheating to do this on a PC or something. I just have a slight feeling that it's just cheating. Like, I feel like this is harder on mobile. Because like you're clicking a smaller button, right? We'll set that to craft, I guess. And then activate these portals. Where is the first portal? Is it here or is it down underneath? There's portals that I need to activate here, right? Hello? Oh, there it is. Why are these two portals so close to each other? Bro, they're like 3 feet apart. What's the... Alright. The last type of material that Klein mentioned should be in this area. He said that either a monster had swallowed the solium or the solium grew legs. Anyway, Miss Sealy, we should be more careful when we're exploring. Deja vu! I just been in this place before, higher on the street, and I know it's my time to go. Call you, and the mystery. Blah blah blah, blah blah blah, blah. Deja vu! Perfect rendition of that song. An absolutely immaculate rendition. Where's the next one? We're gonna 100% this. The next one would be over here. And then the other one. Okay, there we go. I can see them both. They really did a good job at redesigning the open world. They did a really good job at redesigning the whole open world. I'm just gonna say it right now. Like, going through this open world is like so much better and so much smoother than going through the old ones. Like, I can't believe how much better it feels to just walk around this one than the other ones. The other ones feel like absolute garbage compared to this, and I'm going the wrong way. Watch out, don't get copyrighted. So I'm so sorry. Yeah, my perfect rendition, I probably would get copyrighted. Have you ever heard Hansa sing Deja Vu? I think I've seen a clip of it. Yeah. But it's like saying, have you ever heard a singer sing a song? You know, she sounds great. Singer singing a song. You know, it is what it is. And hey, what's up, EK? Welcome to the stream, man. I'm gonna go play the game. See ya later. Neko, thanks for dropping by, man. Catch you later. Enjoy the game. Welcome to the stream, EK. Hope you have a great evening, dude. I think we're done. We're done our dailies. We're done our... Is this thing interactable? I think this calls up the elevator. I think we are done with the open world. We've done the... Actually, no, we do have quests. Hold up, let me see what these quests are. How do I access them now? Here? This one. So we need to wait until Monday, which we'll be doing that on Tuesday. This one, explore the area dedicated... Klein detected. Not dedicated. Detected. Alright, Klein. Explore the area Klein detected on the radar or some bullshit. Is it here? No, it's up. Is this where I had to kill Tutankhamun? Yep. Okay. Do I have to... no, not quantum enemies! When I don't actually have my quantum collapse guy thing on. No. The one time I de-quit my quantum collapse majiggy and I have to fight quantum enemies. Ugh. It's alright. That was a lot of damage. Miss Celia, you're right. I'm fine. I already found what Klein needs. That monster from before really ate the solium. If I hadn't seen him with my own eyes, I would have thought that Klein was joking. Uncle Grey Serpent is stalking us from a distance. Not the uncle. Oh, Uncle, you know better than this. You know better. We meet again, Sora and Miss Sealy. Mr. Grey Serpent. This is probably the Grey Serpent we saw in the Sanctuary from before. Although they look the same, I think I know how to differentiate them. Uncle Grey Serpent, what are you doing? Just taking a walk. Taking a walk. Uncle Grey Serpent is not so interesting. We'll head back now. Yes, that was a very interesting conversation. Hey, Uncle Grey Serpent, what are you doing? Oh, I'm just walking. You're walking? Yes, I'm walking. Oh, great conversation. Very good. I like this game a lot. Communication between characters is very concise. Oh, you're going for a walk? Yes, I'm walking. Oh, good luck on walking. Oh, thanks, I'll be walking. Oh, walking. Fucking Uncle Grey Serpent, dude. He's gonna end up stabbing Sealy in the back. Sora's gonna cry. I fell off the staircase because this game's stinky poo. Yeah, Sealy's gonna... Sora's gonna cry. Mr. Robo... Why does the game... Why does my character just fucking turn around? Sora's gonna cry. Uncle... What's his name? Uncle Robo's gonna come in, slap the shit out of, Uncle... So many uncles in this game. Jesus Christ. Klein, what do you want? Yes, this is the one. Although they're... Okay, auto skip. Is there an autoplay bug in this patch as well? I didn't click. No autoplay. And we make Grey Serpent at the target location. Is he completing a task? I haven't heard any tasks, but I guess he might have rushed over because he was worried about Sora-chan, that Grey Serpent. He told me that he covertly follows the children around because he's worried about their safety, but he has to watch from the sidelines so that the children will have opportunities to grow. He'll only help out when things get really dangerous. He follows the children around. That fellow complained about lots of stuff, stuff. But I was working then and can only remember this much. He up surprising. Is it surprising? Although we have both artificial life forms. But most of the time, I feel like Grey Serpents are more human-like than I am. Maybe it's because there are lots of them and because they can all lead different lifestyles and thus have more possibilities. We have infinite possibilities. Blah. Blind. Thanks, Sealy. I didn't do anything. But from my conversation with you, I've developed a new perspective. Perhaps this is your talent. Although I can't quite understand. I'm glad it was a help. Ah, cool. What other quests do we have? Collect the supplies carried by drones to complete Klein's request. I believe this is the shooting minigame, right? I think this is the shooting minigame. Regardless if it is or isn't, let's do it. Let's shoot some things. I like shooting minigames. I also like just shooting games in general. I like shooting people. Not an overly common thing to hear in general conversation, but it's not a thing I'm opposed to. That is not where I need to go. Why did I not mark the correct quest? Collect the supplies, this one. Oh, it's 300 meters away. This game sucks at marking quests. That's one thing that they should probably try to fix in the next open world. Just quest markers. Just like mark the quest on the map. It's not a hard thing to do. Some quests just don't get marked. And it doesn't really matter what kind of quest it is, because it does like the daily quests really well, but it doesn't do any other quests really well. So you just have a quest marker, you know, it's not a difficult thing. Thanks, game. Appreciate it. Ah, it is the shooting one. Okay. Yep, just auto targets onto it. Oh yep, WAS and D aiming, really giving me a bit of a conniption. Thank you. I swear, if Honkai also doesn't add mouse compatibility with its gameplay in the next, like, 5 fucking patches, I'm gonna be very not happy. I don't want to aim with WAS and D. There's a reason nobody does that in video game. There's a reason for it. It's inefficient! You seem frustrated. Sealy, why do you mean Lyle discovered new drones? Yada yada yada. If Lyle's so eager, those drones aren't very dangerous, why not give him a chance? No. That's a quick no. The last time he volunteered to gather supplies, he came back with a pile of items triple his height, most of which being junk that were a waste of space. Sora convinced him to throw those junk out of the sanctuary with difficulty, only for him to pick up more junk on his way back. He seems to be obsessed with things that might come in handy. He insists on taking and trying everything he sees. Sora's banned him from gathering supplies. It's not easy to be Sora. Sure isn't. I do it. Levi, maybe this is why you're an absolute L in the OW, dude. Get absolutely rolled and smoked with that one, dude. In the O-dub? In the O-dubinator, dude. This is why I'm dinking heads, dude. And you are not. Rolled and smoked with that absolute flame on right there. This is why I play characters like Junkrat, Hanzo, you know, the accuracy guys. The accuracy characters. Junkrat, Zarya. Winston, you know, the accurate. That's why I play these legendary characters. Oh, there's a drone right there. Bam. And the other one is here. It does not look like it hits him, but fair enough. See ya? Levi? No. No, you can't leave now. You can't leave now that you've been absolutely smoked. That's just accepting defeat, dude. What the hell? Leaving after being smoked is the worst thing you can do now. There we go. And then the last one is 100 meters and it's up. Who says wrecked? Everyone. Everyone says wrecked. When it's accurate and when it's an accurate statement, dude, everyone says wrecked. There's 4 chests for this one, I see. Let's shoot that there. And then... Okay, 1 fell swoop. Is that just the quest completed? The next one is just to continue with the relieving calamity, dream of defilement. We'll continue that tomorrow, or I'll continue that tomorrow in my own time. I think that is everything for the sanctuary. About 2008? 2008, the real prime time to be alive, dude. Who doesn't wish they were alive back in 2008, dude? It's the best time to be hip with the kids, and kids with the hip. It's the best time to have a hip, you know? That's just what I'm saying right now. Best time to have a hip. How many crystals do we get now? I think we, like, started today with, like, 1,500. So just today, we've gained, like, 200 and something crystals, which is absolutely amazing. And we also got our dailies to do. Oh my god, this... Oh. That's quite the chapter. That's quite the thumbnail for Act 2, Act 3. That's quite the thumbnail for Act 3 there. Prometheus disintegrating, as well as the runes on the Earth disintegrating. Why is she so big? She's not big, dude. She's standing on the moon. It's a matter of perspective, Levi. It's a matter of perspective, dude. She's on the moon. It's just angled perfectly. It's the angle, dude. Nah, honestly, she might be actually super big. I'm not sure. We'll find out next week on Monday. On Tuesday. On the day that the chapter releases. Standing on the moon, she's huge. You do know that you can stand on the moon and not be a behemoth, right? You do realize that it is a possibility. I hope you understand this. I hope you understand the words coming out of my mouth. Right? I hope you understand that you can be small and also be on the moon. It isn't impossible. Neil Armstrong wasn't a 99-foot giant, right? He wasn't Godzilla. He was just a man. Just your average Joe Schmo. Let's do this stuff. We were doing more of, we're doing more physical stigma farming. Look, bro, look at my attractive women. Look at these attractive women. Oh, god damn, dude. So nice. So good. Sorry, I got a bit distracted there. Alright. Women, attack. Yoru no Gengen, go. Water attack. Eden use water splash. Amazing. Aponia use lightning bolt. Wow. Devastation. Look at that woman. Amazing. Duck, go. Did you see that duck? Still can't beat Callan? Nope. Nope, I cannot. I don't have any physical characters, so I cannot. Unfortunately, I cannot, but I'm not too bothered. I've got nothing else to farm, so this is alright for me. There it is. To be quite frank, that floor is a bit of a hocus bogus. Callan is immune to all other elements, so there's no real point in the whole negative elemental damage. So, whilst all the other floors I can pretty much brute force if I really try hard. Whilst that's the only one that I can't brute force. So the game is pretty cringe. And I'm pretty sure it's just because Callan's pretty shit at the game and has no friends and is dead. Boom. Honestly, I'm more excited about next patch now. Just getting the rework on this skin. That's all I'm really excited about. The rework on this skin is all I'm excited about. I beat Callan with Paladin. Still struggling. That is 20 seconds left. Sounds terrible. Sounds like an absolutely atrociously designed enemy. I'll hit you with an absolute truth bomb right now. It sounds like the enemy is just designed like the absolute dirt that she walks on. Because, like, I don't have a terrible physical team, but even with the 70% physical bonus that you get, it's still not enough to do it, like, decently. So, it just sounds like a miserable experience doing this with anything that isn't the best team in the game. Like, having a full decked out, like, Palatinus Equinox with a decked out Senti and a decked out Griseo or Carol Peppers, right? It just doesn't sound feasible to do any of this, which is absolutely just the worst thing that you can make in your game, because all the other floors and all the other chambers, like the fire, electric, and ice one, they are all doable very easily, even if you don't have an optimized team. They are all very, very easily doable. So it just seems like the game is optimized like absolute garbage in that regards. But, you know, it is what it is. I'll get there eventually. I'm not really in a rush to get anything important. Time to spend my my jewels here, my jewelly gemmas. I don't think I want any Honkai cubes. I think they're getting rid of that resource next patch for some reason. I can't remember, but I don't really care for those right now. I do want more phase shifters, but then it's not urgent. I don't need these because I'm not leveling up my elves. I don't have any to begin with. Getting more of this wouldn't be terrible because it's only 100. And I can't even get all of it. Getting this wouldn't be bad, but it's, again, I can't really... What do I get? Cards, phase shifters, or frags? I don't want anything here, really, but maybe I'd go for this because I don't have any. And this, if I get stigmas, I can level them up. Let's go with that. I think that is everything for Honkai today, though. Like, we have nothing else to do with Honkai. We only really wanted to play it today because of the story release, and it was a very good story. Very, very good story. I'm very satisfied with it. And yeah, let's have a look at it. What's my physical characters looking like right now? Okay, I got this, which is not good. Like, I'm going towards a Dirac bottom. That's the next thing I'm going towards. And it's like, this is terrible. It's just all terrible, really. That's all it is. It's all garbage and all atrocious. Yeah, I can level this up. Let me get this up to like a... Hey, I probably should get that up. I don't fucking know. Doesn't matter to me right now. We're gonna do something. We're gonna jump over to Genshin Impact for a specific reason. And that reason is because Nahida's banner ends in just a few hours. Just a few hours, and I believe I am able to get some roles. Right? I believe if I play the game hard enough and well enough and good enough, and also do the new event as well as log in and do my dailies, I should be able to get a few more roles, and I'm not guaranteed a Nahida in any way, shape, or form. But you never know with RNG, am I right? You never know what could happen. And as we have nothing else to do in Honkai, we might as well do this. We may as well jump in and do this. Is that Genshin with no sound? Is that Genshin with no sound? It is Genshin with no sound. That's incredible. That's absolutely incredible. Genshin with no sound. I never would have thought about it. I think we're at like 25 to 30 pity, which is not exceptionally high, but I'm prone to be a very lucky man. I'm prone to be the luckiest. I'm known to be very, very good at winning.
Paimon coming in! Paimon coming in! Is this level okay? Can you hear Paimon? Paimon coming in! Paimon
Shut
coming
up,
in!
Paimon.
Is this level okay?
So we'll give it a crack. We'll give it a crack.
Can you hear Paimon?
The event is photo taking. I believe we can get... Oh, only 60 primos. That's fine, though. Only 60 primos. Take a picture. Angle must span photo. Must include the character. The character must be from Lwei and using a normal attack. Okay. Let's go. Let's go hunt down some primo gemmers. And then if I really want to, I can kind of like rush through some quests here and there. We can rush through a few character quests and get the gems from there and roll a bit. If I'm really desperate, which I'm not overly desperate. Because essentially the plan after Nahida's banner disappears is that I just don't spend on any other banner until the next Archon, the Hydra Archon, releases. Because, to be honest, I don't really have a need for any kind of character in this game. I don't have a requirement for any of these characters. And so I just want to get all the Archons. That's my goal in this game, is just getting all the Archons and paying attention to the story. So let's take a picture like this. We'll go with this one. Wow. Look at that. Nice one, Zhongli. I want to retake it, though. I feel like if we go deeper into the combo... He's a martial artist on the mountaintops. He's a martial artist on the mountaintops, training in the karate and the taekwondo ways, dude. Immaculate photo. But you're also from Liyue. She's not even in the picture, dude. Oh my god, she left. I keep taking photos. Hold up. I'll get a good one. Nah, her foot's weird. Bro, she actually like chucks her bow away. I can get a good one. Now that's a Saturday Night Live Dancing with the Stars, dude. Let's fucking go. Look at that one. That's a power pose right there. Okay, we can do a better one though. 1, 2. Oh no, I do it a bit earlier in that. Okay. She shoots from behind her. That's where the arrow spawns from. That's crazy. She has like some sort of telepathic powers. Martial artist in training. That's incredible. Not going to save any of these because I don't really care. I'm just here for the gems. Oh, we got a Sumeru. The character must have a sword, must include the character, and must be using a skill when the picture is taken. Interesting. Must be using a skill What sword character has like a decent skill? And what... I don't have any sword character equipped. Give me a second here. Let's get rid of this man. I don't really like men. None of these characters have a good, like, skill pose. None of them are also too many... Not too many sword characters either. Sword. I guess you'll do.
Something's come.
She's kind of got an interesting pose, if I remember correctly. Oh my god, look at how many chests I have here. Jesus Christ, have I played this game before? I don't think I've played this game before with this many chests around. Maybe this will give me some gem. Actually, they only give like 2 gems, which is the problem. Alright, this game is loud as fuck. I'm committed to memory. Oh, where's this photo taking spot? Is it? Where is it? Is it? Oh, it's down? Why would they put it down? Wouldn't it be better to get like a photo from above? Don't you generally want your photos to be from a high angle instead of a low angle? Or am I speaking naively because I'm not a photographer and I don't really know what goes into photography? And I'm speaking just from my thoughts as a... imbecile.
Illusion shattered.
Quickly repair this, I believe. Nice beat. Nice-oo.
Curiosity deserves a reward.
Okay, where is this picture taking spot now? There it is. Oh, we take a picture of the fungal places. Oh, it makes so much sense now. We take a picture of the fungies. Okay, I'll concede this point. Okay. Need to get the camera back. That's not the camera. That's the camera. And so, what's the angles we can take? We can be there, there, or there. All of them are terrible angles, but sure. We'll go with this one. You see nothing. You see nothing. That was terrible as well. So that's to tell you where the angle's coming from. So maybe I can just like stand like this. That's kind of handy. That they tell you where the angle's coming from. So what about if I go... No, you don't. You just don't see the character. Oh. Okay, so what about if I... chuck it up there? That's something. Yeah, honestly, this game is something, isn't it? This game is something, isn't it? Okay, claim that. Claim this. Alright, first roll, boys. First roll. I believe we should have 1 roll. Yes, we do. Will Nahida grace us for a 7th time, 6th time? Nah. Alright, cringe. How can we get more rolls today? We can't quite get to Battle Pass level 40, which gives us 1 roll. We can't get there by no means. Unless I want to really... No, I can't, I don't think. If I think about it, we have to complete the 10 bosses. That will get us to level 38. And then if I do the ley lines and the resin, which I can, then that would get me to 39. And then the furnishing and the rest of my dailies. I could, but I'd have to use a lot of my fragile resin. Not that I'm opposed to this. Well, first let's go do my daily commissions. Then we'll figure out what we need to do. And whilst we're doing our daily commissions, we'll try to get any chests that we see along the way. Switch you to Dendro Travella. I think I'm going to switch out Zhongli for Dendro Travella, but I think in the future, hopefully they give me, specifically me, a free Dendro healer by the name of Baiju. I think I just should get one for free in the mail. I think I want to replace Dendro Travella with that free Dendro healer because I want to keep Yalan and Raiden Shogun in the team. But I also want double Dendro, but there's no Dendro healer, and I don't want to roll on any banner until Focalors.
Happy to oblige.
Oh, this character's too good. This character is too good, dude. You just can't get better than that. Apply 2 different buffs to yourself. Oh, sorry, apply 1 buff to yourself and 1 debuff to the enemy, and you'll just achieve victory. It's that simple. God damn.
A chest full of valuables.
Have I done this? I have not. So we can change this to there. Okay. I love the Subaru soundtrack actually a lot. I wish you could actually have a setting in Genshin to maybe like put it so you constantly have like the battle music playing. Like even if you're not there, or maybe like constantly have like you can choose which soundtrack is constantly playing, like just passively, regardless of if you're in combat. I think that would be a really nice touch, giving control to the player to let them choose what kind of music they listen to from the in-game soundtrack, that is. I'd really like that. As much as I would probably just put the Enkonomiya soundtrack on, to be quite frank with you, I'd probably just put that one on permanently.
One way to draw your
A choice would be really cool there. Because like right now, as much as I want to admit that this flute in the background that is very silent is nice, it's not loud enough. I want to have my ears blasted and shafted in beats. I need to kill those 3 men. I don't think I want to use my Radin Shogun. I'm going to use just Eula and Nahida and Traveler. Alright, fair enough. Or just Nahida and Lan, I guess. Fair enough. That's fair enough. Okay, one over here, then one there, and I'm assuming the other one's in the desert. It is! Oh, and it's in the worst part of the desert. That's what I've learned about this game, is that the desert, if it's in the middle of the actual desert part of the desert, it's not a good one. If it's somewhere around the perimeter, it's alright. But if it's in the middle, it's most likely above ground, and there's no teleporters for above ground stuff there. Oh, we got it. Nice. I guess we can just fly over to this next one and look for chests. How are we on the gems? 113. Great. I could even pull up the interactive map and just look around a bit, right? Look at what achievements I have left. We could do achievement hunting as well for the Sumer region, because I haven't gotten a lot of the stuff in this forest region.
I see everything.
Shine down. I'll keep this close.
That was 5 gems? Jesus. Oh! Mark this bad boy.
Take it easy.
Any chests, any chest. Oh, there's a Sealy. That's a chest. That's a chest. Amazingly enough, though, I realized this when I did my Spiral Abyss, because I did 36 star the recent Abyss. I realized this is that ever since Nahida dropped as a character, I've used Kazuha a lot less. I've used Kazuha a lot less since Nahida launched, and I realized it's because as much as Kazuha is amazing, Nahida does the job pretty well, like the AoE, like, killing job, really well as well. And it also made me realize that you don't need a character to do like CC AoE or like hyper cleave AoE to be like a good clearer. You could have something weird and like niche like the Nahida's playstyle of linking the characters together and they all share damage. Somebody will use disappointed face that you screenshot. Sorry? Beg your pardon? Someone will use the disappointed face I screenshotted or that you screenshotted? Oh, you're talking about the Senti face. Listen, bro, that's gonna be. I said that's gonna become a meme template. I meant it. That's gonna become a meme in the Honkai community, 100%. Because that's an in-game disappointed face by Senti. That's 100% gonna become a meme template, at least in the Honkai community. 100%, 150%. She's the meme character, as well as having that face. Yeah, 100%. Easiest prediction of my life. I'll take the W right now. Thank you. And we go back here, hand it in. I think that's another roll, is it not? I think this is one more roll. Let me check. It is exactly one more roll. I will be at exactly 0 Primo Gems from now on.
Thank you for
Boom, 20. And because he's gonna round it off an exactly 0, it's guaranteed Nahida. Oh, dude, just like imagine it though, right? Just like, it would be so cool if Mihoyo was that cool of a company to give me a free Nahida right there and make me C5, right? I feel like that would be really, really cool. It didn't happen, but it would have been really cool. Alright, time to try to get one more roll from the battle pass and try to power level to level 40. That's what we're trying to do right now, I guess. Power level to level 40. Which it means I need to do all of my dailies. And all of my weeklies. Which requires me to spend a lot of resin. And do a lot of ley lines. And that's how we're gonna kill 2 birds with 1 stone.
That's close enough.
busted.
We're gonna spend resin on ley lines.
Illusion shattered. Temple of Wisdom.
The hunted.
I do need a... I don't know where these ley lines are, though. I'm not familiar with the Sumeru ones. I'm not familiar. But it would... Actually, if we get some fungus, that'd be nice to get a bit of resources. That also requires me to change Raiden Shogun to someone else, but I don't feel like it. If we get fungus, I won't. I just won't use Raiden. Like that.
Quiet now. Here comes
I'm being berated by Crab. Is it on top of there? Well, they kind of did set up a nice route for this, actually. I guess they did think about the design. They set up a nice, easy route to go from point A to point B.
Take it easy.
Very good job, Mahoyo. I only realized this about, what, 2 patches after the release of this zone? So sorry.
I see everything.
There is no escape.
Yes. Make yourselves a room.
Spring forth.
Hey.
Oh my god, I had 72,000 there. And that's because of the Traveler. The Dendro Shred from the Traveler there. I think that's what did it. 100%. I guess that is really important, the Dendro Shred. And also, I guess there's also a Dendro damage bonus because that's what the Traveler's Burst does. And then also, her Dendro damage bonus should also just be a 10% higher because it's at 66 and the artifact only gives 46. 20%! I guess, does she count as herself as a Dendro character? I guess she does.
Gotcha.
I see everything.
Scatter. Quiet now.
Too easy. Guess we'll escort this bad boy. I will pull up the interactive map and we'll just go to all the sealer locations and all the challenge locations. Oh, don't go up. How do you want me to get up there? What? Oh, there's a bridge. Oh, I had no idea. Is it just, please be just straight and direct. Thank God. We'll do that in the old zone. I'll do all the challenges as well if I can, because I see some pyro turrets up there.
A chest full of valuables and a trove of potential clues.
Yep, there's a challenge here. There's a challenge here. Where do you take me? Oh, is this the invisible path one? Ah, fuck. Here we go. That's not as hard as I remember it being.
One way to draw your target out of hiding.
Oh, maybe that's a different one, because I've only done this desert exploration on this one account, so... Who knows? Pyro turrets up there, I guess I'll have to go do them. Do-do-do-do, do-do-do-do. Boo-do-do-do. Oh, no, don't run out of stamina, please. Ah! Thank you. Need a pyro character. I need a pyro character now. Yelan, I'm so sorry, but you're gonna have to get off. Let's go with you. At the ready. Oh, hello.
New hunter becomes the hunted.
Do I have to hit them in any specific order? Hopefully not. Seems I do. It's depicted by something, right? Like the cactuses or some shit? What's this one depicted by again? Or not. Fair enough.
Opening a chest is like... Welcome. I see everything.
Shine down! Now you shall perish!
You are not welcome here.
Propagate!
Hey!
Meet again.
Oh, fair enough. Fair enough. On to the next one, I guess. Get rid of this file. Actually, no, we'll keep her on the team for now. Although I'm have a massive aversion to using Amber. The pyro character is never bad. Scanning for chests. Scanning. Wait, where's it telling me to go? Oh, it's telling me to go across the world. Alright, I'll do it this one time just because we are looking for chests. Some pyro turrets down here. Pyro temples? What are they called again? Facets? Triumphs. Tribulays. Trebuchets? Statues. Monuments, that's the one. I don't know why I combine monuments and trebuchets into the same thing, like it actually is similar. Oh, it's because there's an invisible fucking wall. An invisible motherfucking wall, man. Do 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 do. Oh, hello. 3 whisper fly thingies. Whisper songs. Whisper. I don't know the name of this bullshit in this game anymore. I used to know this. Crystal flyers. That's the one.
Shine down!
Some things there. I'm being attacked by birds. Oh god damn it. I've angered the nature. I've angered the wildlife. I would be the worst Steve Irwin in the world. Man sought to create wildlife habitats. I'm out here slapping chickens out of existence. Oh, there's just... How close are we getting? 14 gems. Hey, I don't think we're gonna get there. I don't think we're gonna get there. 14. How much longer does she have? 12 hours. 12 hours until Nahida disappears. Oh, I caramba. Do I have to kill you guys, or...?
Illusion shadow!
Okay. With Amber on the team, that's how much damage I do? And no burst active? That's pretty impressive, actually. I guess, you know, we'll focus on doing the weekly challenges because we don't have an abundance of time. And I know some of these will take a while, like getting to the top of this cliff is going to take me at least 5 minutes. And that will get us one more roll. And I think once we get that one roll from the battle pass, I think that's where I'll call it quits on trying to get a C5 Nahida. And that's when the saving begins for the next Archon. Nahida, you got one more chance to C5 yourself right now. That in mind, which one are we up to doing? So that's that there done. If we do the mining, we'll get that up. We need to spend 1200 resin. It's a lot of resin to spend. It's a lot of resin to spend. And it takes a while to get to these things. Do I want to spend it all here, or do I want to spend it maybe all on just like artifacts or something? Oh, is this another invisible bridge one? Oh, it is. Shit. Ah! What? Oh. Bro, they've... Bro, hey, yo, whoa! Bro, just don't make it that hard. Put a wall in front of the chest. Motherfuckers. We should have a lot of talent, or not talent level up books. That's what we could spend it on. Whose talent level up is it today? It's a Friday, so it's ingenuity, which is good. We need that for Nahida. We are gonna see the triple crown her, so I guess we'll just actually after we spend this bulk of resin on the maybe we just go do that now. Actually, maybe that's the go. We go do that now because this is gonna take a metric. No, we have to do this for the ley lines, right? We still have that challenge. We do 7 more ley lines. Oh, I want to commit a crime. 7 more ley lines. Oh, for fuck's sake, man. For fuck's sake.
Following orders. Terminate.
I see everything.
6 more now. Please be an above ground teleport or I will be angry. Thank you. Thank you so much for being there. Oh my god, that's moderately aggravating, but thank god that was there.
Another test subject.
Sharing my knowledge. I see everything.
If only the combat could last a bit longer. I know that stems from me killing them a bit too fast, but damn, I wish the enemies just lived a bit longer. Can you take a picture of them whilst they're in stealth? That's interesting. I think you can. So my ability's still here, regardless of... Or maybe he, like, it popped out at the last second, but... If you can still take a picture of them whilst they're in stealth, that would be a... That's a nice counter. Doesn't actually help you, but it's a nice, easy way to get some easy damage. I'll try it here. Yep. Oh. Cool. You can take a picture of the Fatuya agents whilst you're in stealth. We got 2 more in this set of resin. I need to get a healer on the team. My pirate is dying. Who is a good healer to go with Nahida? I don't like any of these characters to go with Nahida, to be quite frank. If I go with Barbara, it buffs the burst in the wrong way that I don't want it to. Duration is irrelevant. If I go with Bennett, I have to stand in his circle. If I go with Jean, Animo's useless with Dendro. But Jean is an okay character, so we'll go with her. She's an okay human. But it was raining outside. Like, damn, what the hell are you talking about? It's raining outside. Oh my god, that was an instant kill.
Shine down. Wait, hear me.
That's a lot of damage right there. Ugh. That's a lot of... Oh, there's another.
I see everything. There is no escape.
I'm so used to seeing Dendro numbers. The Animo number color looked weird. What the fuck? I haven't used an Animo character in so long that seeing the color of the Animo damage number looked fucking weird. It just looked desaturated as fuck. Oh my god. I've been changed. The Dendro has changed me. The vibrancy of Dendro is incomparable to the unsaturated blandness of Animo. Goodbye, we'll meet again. I just killed you. What? What do you mean we'll meet again? I just killed you. What an absolute idiot. Oh, goodbye, we'll meet again. As she dies. Alright, dude. Relax, relax. You're not the main character. Some of the NPCs, their dying lines in this game don't make much sense. A lot of them kind of like refer to them making a reappearance. Like, brother, you're dead. Relax. So you're not making a comeback. This is not like your redemption arc. It's far from it, actually. It's my redemption arc. Actually, it's not even my redemption arc. It's my continuation arc.
I swear by my sword.
Your sacrifice is ready. The golden slumber.
The golden slumber.
Welcome, welcome.
Illusion shattered. Raise a star. But we'll meet again.
Bit too easy, isn't it? Alright, so that's the ley lines done. There we go. Ley lines done. Now we need to kill 6 more bosses. With this team composition, it's gonna be a bit tough. So you have to change it to be a bit more universal. A bit more universal. So we'll swap out you for a pyro. Well, I just need an applicator really, so nah, fuck it. Not an overly likable choice for me, but whatever. I don't really like any of the pyro characters. None of them feel overly amazing. None of them have like a pulsating thing like some of the more recent characters in the other elements. That's one. That's two. Let's go here. Should be able to kill him really quickly. Aponia+Eden+Fischl as well. I want to test it with just a weirdly inconsistent team or weirdly bad team. And then maybe we'll have Zhangling's burst by then and we'll be able to do a massive combo. See how fast I can kill the Aponia+Eden+Fischl without really trying. Because I feel like the Aponia+Eden+Fischl, the general kind of testing unit, a lot of people test on him to see how fast, because usually the tankier unit. See if I can actually do it. With a pretty mediocre team. Nothing exceptional here.
There is no escape. Wind, hear me. Illusion shattered.
I see everything.
Shine down.
To be quite frank, even through the Corolla, we're doing a pretty chunky amount of damage.
There is no escape.
Yeah, even through the Corolla, we were doing a pretty chunky amount of damage there. Nothing compared to a Yelan or something like that, but still pretty decent. Alright, we'll open up with Nahida. We'll chuck down... what do we do first? Obviously it has to be Zhangling. Yeah. Nahida, circle. Nahida, Q, then her E. Zhangling, Q, or E, then Q. Then Raiden, Shogun. And that's the combo, and see how that goes. I have high hopes for this, because we'll get burning, overload and aggravate, kind of everywhere.
Illusion shattered.
Temple of Wisdom. I see everything.
There is no escape. Torn to oblivion. Illusion shattered.
Yeah, it's alright. It's not bad. I'd give it like, I don't know, 5 out of 10. No, it was pretty good. It was pretty good damage. I don't know. I don't fucking test enough to know. It's I don't know if it's faster than a Yelan team, but it's there. It's there. The damage is there. It's visible. I can see it. And that was alright. That was decent. Barbados, guide me. Commit it to memory. probably didn't have to use the burst there, but whatever. You miss shots that you take. I mean, however that saying goes. You shoot a shot that you take sometimes. I think.
There is no
Ba-dum, 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 ba-dum.
I swear by my sword. Nice and spicy. The Temple of Wisdom. A minute to memory. Now you shall perish.
Huh? Again, not bad. Again, it's nothing terrible. Just don't think Zhang Ling's the pick here. I think we'd probably go for something like a... Unfortunately, we'd go for something like a Bennett, because it's just better value, but if we were choosing something other than a Bennett, probably have to be a Pyro, just to get that Tri-Karma damage up higher. But if, unfortunately, there's no like good Pyro shielders, so...
Shine down.
Unfortunately, we have no choice.
Make yourselves a room.
Bennett is the best.
There is no escape. Wait, hear me. Illusion shattered. Everyone hold hands. Nice and spicy. The mortal plane.
What did I die to? The fuck? What did I die to, dude? What the fuck? Bro, I killed the enemy. They didn't kill me. Oh, where's this statuette? Boom, 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 boom. Alright, that's level 39. Now, if we want to get level 40, we're going to have to do spend 1200 resin. Unless I want to visit someone else's Serena Teapot, which I honestly can't be fucked to do it, because I think it's just better for me to go spend my resin on Nahida's talent book, which we will need in a perplexingly large amount. Because, how close are we? We only have 7 more of these here available, and then we have to get more, and we do want to triple crown her in the end. So I think going for her domain is going to be the best option. So let's enter resin spending mode. Let's get a better team. Let's get rid of this old. Let's get rid of that person. Let's get rid of that guy. Let's add you. I believe you would be the best one because you are a bow, and I believe this is the flying drake and the ground drake. So actually, I should be able to smoke these two now that Nahida's stronger.
There is no escape. I see everything.
This is order.
Gotcha. Yeah, a minute to memory.
That's quite fast. Oh, that's quite quick. Oh, would you look at that? Does condensing your resin count as spending it? I can't fucking remember. I think it does, doesn't it? I think condensing your resin does count as spending. Let me go test really quickly, because I might as well just do that. It'll quickify the process. Really quickly do this as well. Whilst we're next to Catherine. We're at currently how many spent? We're at 680. If I condense some, should go up. 720. Okay, we can condense. Cool. Speed up the process a bit. Bum bum bum. Well, we have to. We still do have to spend them, so back to it. We still gotta spend all our resin.
Order kite.
Let's get some music playing, cause I am want to listen to music. Let's do that. Yeah, I can't even, you know what? Nine 66 93. How many do we need? 111 total, I think. Need like a. We've used 36. 36. Wait, it's 36 times 3. I can't do the maths, dude. 36 times 3, I can't. $75,000. Why is it doing so much? Damn, if the skill crits by itself, that's 36,000. That's a lot of damage for just the skill critting by itself. It's a lot of damage. The most painful part about this part is now collecting the crystal flies, so let me see if I can do that without scaring them. There we go. Those. Where was the other set? Remember? I can't remember where the other set was in Sumeru. Go gather a bunch of them so we don't have to do it every single time. Should get that one. And that's 2, 3, plus 3, 8. And there's this spot over here. That should be good for another 10 condensed, which I believe should be enough. 10 more condensed should be enough. Bum, bum, bum. Ba-ba-dum, bum, ba-dum, bum. Okay, use how many? That's 6, 12, 180, that many. 240 resin. Craft 5. I maybe should switch my Yelan to a Emblem of Severed Fate build, to be honest. I think it would be a lot better with the way that I play her now. I'm not using her as a, or trying to use her as a main DPS, and I think it would overall give me higher value. I may have to farm that artifact after, in the meantime of building towards a Focalors, or in the climactic save up session of Focalors. Try to get a good Yelan build and redo our Raiden Shogun build. That should be pretty much about it. So how much are we at? Yeah, okay. 3, actually, 4, 12, 16, just 3 more condensed resin. Actually, we can just go do that now, actually. We can just condense the resin so we don't have to run too many domains. Because I can just continue running Ingenuity for when I actually need them. Because I think now I've got very much enough books. From now on I only need purples. From what I can see. Okay, that didn't take too long, actually. I was expecting it to take a lot longer. Now we go craft the actually not a craft. We make the condensed resin and then we go craft items in our teapot. That should give us one more roll for Nahida, and that will be the penultimate moment. Will I get a C5 Nahida from this one last roll that I'll be getting before her banner ends? Will that be happening? Oh, it happened just then? Oh, I must have given 600. Never mind, I don't even have to craft things. One more roll on Nahida. Will or will I not get her? First of all, a standard banner. We got 3 standard banner rolls. Okay. I don't know where I got them from, but 3 standard banner rolls. Terrible. Amazing. Wow. Harbinger of Dawn. Best and slot weapon for a character. Another one. Amazing. Again, the thrilling tales of Dragon Slayers. Again, there's no dragon in this game except for D. Varlin, so that's a lie. Next one. Absolutely garbanzo right there. The Sky Rider sword. No one's riding the sky, and that's barely a sword. Nahida, where are you? It gives us one more if it's a character. Of course it's not a character. God fucking damn it. Imagine if that was a character, dude. That would have given us one more roll. No, dude. Oh. That's tough. That's tough. That's a kick in the groin right there, Mihoyo. That's an absolute kick in the groin. Well, we tried. We tried. Now, before we end, I want to do this before I forget. I don't think we actually need anything below blues for Nahida anymore. For the book-wise. Both things need purples because they're both level 6. So we can transform all of our ingenuity books to purple. So we can craft... Is this the right character to use? Yep. This ingenuity. Yep. Craft all ingenuity books there. Gives us 9 bonus. We can craft 44 more. So that is roughly one more talent up to max level. Cool. Wow, what an eventful stream. Honkai story, absolute banger, and we didn't get a Nahida. I'm cringing and dying and pissing and shitting. I'm gonna wrap it up here, guys. Thanks so much for hanging out. I'm excited for the next act, mainly because of that goddamn thumbnail. I'm mainly very excited about the thumbnail for the next Honkai chapter. The whole Prometheus and with her disintegrating, and then the planet in the background as the sigils disintegrate on the planet. Obviously, that kind of hints that Prometheus and all that, and like maybe even Dr. May come to the real moon. I think Prometheus, it's pretty obvious that she's gonna come to the real moon in some way. But maybe even Dr. May comes to the real moon and meets Kevin. There's a lot of stuff that you can infer from there. I'm excited to see. I'm excited to see what happens in the next chapter. As well as the next Valkyrie. Now, I'm not... When does the next patch end? When does the next patch... Honkai... Patch 6.2? What patch are we in right now? 6.1 or 6.2? We're in 6.2 right now. When's 6.3? 6.3. Whenever it is, I will probably take a look at the new Valkyrie within a reasonable amount of time, without spoiling what it is or who it is. Lol, kind of the game if it really does it. We'll probably take a look at her before the release, much like I do with Genshin characters, but it's just a bit harder for Honkai characters. There's no Honkai Impact information directory that people usually compile. But yeah, guys, thanks for hanging out. Tomorrow there's no stream, but on Sunday, it's probably going to continue being Cyberpunk 2077, because nothing impactful happens on Honkai, nothing impactful happens for Genshin, nothing happens for just any games here. So Cyberpunk on Sunday. We're going to continue with some side jobs. Thanks for the stream, Levi. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for dropping by. I really appreciate it. We're going to continue with side jobs. We've done something with Rogue. We're going to continue with Pan Am. We're going to just go do all the side jobs that I have. Make money. Win bitches. Big money moves. Thanks for hanging out, guys. Catch you in the next stream or video. Peace out.